What? I was busy.
Oh, hi.
They're live.
Guys, okay, you're doing. We all gotta move. We gotta move. The fans are lined up. The doors are almost.
What the hell is Greg Miller doing there?
Play. What's up, everybody? I'm Greg Miller, and we are doing things a little bit differently this year. Instead of one giant show, you are getting deep dives into all the games you love every half hour. Now, you can watch them all. You can tune in for your favorite games. You can turn it off right now, but I wouldn't suggest it. Because, of course, today we're looking at Star Wars, Jedi Fallen Order, Apex Legends, Battlefield 5, FIFA 20, Madden 20, and The Sims. That's 6 shows, people. And we still got to get this stage ready and run through all the content we're revealing. So
yeah, they're killing off
Anthem.
Anthem.
We got more gameplay than ever. Tell them, Golden Boy.
I'll be bringing you Apex Legends season.
What makes you say that?
Including a new weapon.
They didn't mention it, and
we're revealing a new.
It has been known for weeks that they wouldn't be showing Anthem at E3.
What does Madden 20 have for us?
Gameplay, Greg.
Okay, I meant quick, but not that quick.
Okay, well, we've got an exclusive first look at gameplay. We've got a deep dive
Yay,
into
sports
X-Factor
ball.
abilities, face of the franchise. We got Patrick Mahomes throwing sidearm. We got some Deadeye thing. We got
Too long. Now Freeman, Hardy, Battlefield 5 news.
We've got loads of it. Brand new maps and, of course, some new
Oh my.
updates to reveal too.
Who are these people?
And even more surprises at the end when
No
we
idea.
reveal.
No spoilers. And Freeman, you might want to touch yourself up too. Golden Boy, we're back to
Oh
you.
shit,
FIFA
wait,
20,
hang
talk
on.
to me.
Yours?
FIFA
Using my
dropped the
headphones
reveal
are
trailer
messing
this
with me.
morning
Never mind,
announcing
bye.
Full Tilt Football. Later today,
Looking
I'll have
weird.
all the new details
My
on
what?
FIFA 20 and
Your
some very special guests
stream's
will give you
looking
even
like
more
old
info
static.
on Volta.
Okay, there it goes. I refreshed the
That's
page
good.
and
Also, you should call your
Spec,
mom
you should
off. I mean,
probably
nothing to do
be
with FIFA
watching the
20.
actual EA play so you
I
can
have.
react in real
I
time.
have it.
Julia, you're also hosting The Sims. Tell me what you've got in 3 words.
Brand new pack reveal.
I just have yours up for Twitch.
That's 4 words. Now win me back by telling me what you have in store for Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order.
Why are you asking me? It's your show.
Right, we have 15 minutes of exclusive, never before seen gameplay, and I am so excited to sit down with Vince, Stig, find out all about this Star Wars game. But ladies and gentlemen, this is it. We are mere
The fucking
minutes
start
away,
bar
folks.
doesn't wanna go
This
away.
Is your last chance. Grab that drink, grab a snack, adjust your chair to the perfect degree you want, because EA Play starts soon. All right, guys, this is it.
I'm going to have to pop this out and do this manually.
You're doing a great job grooming. All right, you take 5. Playing guy, let's see more hustle out of you.
Nope, that ain't going to help either. Yeah, my start bar just does not want to go away. That's aggravating as hell. Oh well, we'll deal with it. Is Looney coming back?
Who knows? Oh, so it was basically just that little bit and then nothing for 15 minutes. Or 10.
Alright, well... What is he doing? Like, is he joining us or not? Like, I need to know. Looks like they got some Star Wars theme going on there. That's interesting.
Yeah.
FIFA, Madden, I mean, meh, but Star Wars, Apex Legends, Battlefield, I don't care about The Sims, but a lot of people will.
I'm cautiously optimistic about what I've seen for Fallen Order.
What? You mean the trailer?
Yeah, and for the little bit I've heard, but yeah, cautiously up.
No reason to be cautious, it's Respawn.
Yes, but also EA. And a lot of games, it's really hyped up and then it's meh.
Alright, I'm about to be a little mean, but god damn it. Interesting setup they've got there. Let's hope it doesn't rain on them.
Yeah.
I looked it up. Tickets to this thing were free, which is interesting. Figured EA would have wanted to do a little money grubbing.
Yeah.
Oh, look, there's an Anthem booth back there. Right below the Apex banner.
Wow. Huh. And weather looks pretty nice for LA.
Gameplay reservations. There's FIFA. Is that a Volition? No, that's something else. Thought that was a Volition banner, which would have been weird. This music, I thought they were about to play the Wii Shop theme for a second.
Oh. So that looks like it's long. Yeah, that's in amongst the sports ball booth.
Yep.
Right behind that's FIFA.
Yeah, where's their stage? Is it just that big EA circle back there? Is that where Greg Miller was? And what the hell is Greg doing there anyways? He doesn't even work for any of the big news sites anymore. Like, I haven't been paying attention. Has Kind of Funny Games gotten that big?
I don't know who he is.
Greg Miller, he was the guy that ran IGN PlayStation for like 10 years. And was basically the face of IGN along with like 2 other people. Like, he's really well known. I'm just surprised that he appears to be helping run the EA conference. Yes, please, can we get started so we can see more of Jedi Fallen Order? They're giving a whole half hour to it, so... In terms of, like, game reveals, that's a significant chunk of time.
Mm-hmm. Apparently Julia Hardy is also hosting it. Well, with him.
Not her, I don't know who that is. I think I also saw Andrea Renee, which is interesting. Alright, I think it's just going to be you and me.
Okay. She's a British television presenter.
Because Looney apparently can't be bothered to put down a 2-year-old game for 2 hours. Hey, bro, are you really putting on a white-collared shirt over a black t-shirt? What you doing, bro? What's this dude doing? Man, that guy's in a hurry. That dude's shirt says, "Keep it weird." I actually kind of like that they have little people watching camera for us. This is fun.
Yeah?
Well, I really want to tell that one guy right there that mullets went out in the 60s. Lady, shouldn't you be holding that kid's hand or something? That is bad parenting right there. Oh, hey, that dude just ducked under the ropes. Not cool, bro.
I didn't see where, but it's... In my opinion, sometimes ducking under the ropes is okay. If it's
That dude just did it like 3 times in a row.
Yeah. But if it's like to just get through a long section of an MTU, then... Whatever.
Just waiting for the EA security forces to tackle the next person that does it and start beating them with copies of Anthem. 4 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm wondering what in the world they possibly have to show for Battlefield 5. Let's see, 3 p.m. I need to wrap the stream around 3 p.m. So we will not be doing The Sims 4, which who cares?
Yeah. How unfortunate.
I do want to make fun of FIFA and Madden, though.
Oh, wow.
Hmm.
Glad I've just brought up the video stats for your stream, which I have running a 160p.
Oh, good job.
I have a total latency of around 2.5 to 3 seconds.
Hmm. I just think the audio should be okay. Trying to see if they're actually, or trying to see what it is they're playing over there on the right. It looks like Madden. Yeah, that's Madden. There's a lot of people in line for that.
I mean, a lot of people like sports ball.
Yeah.
Want to kick the ball into the net and then run the bases. I think that's how it's done.
Like, I'm actually a baseball fan, so back off. Is there anybody at the Anthem booth?
Probably not.
Like, it really,
Other than like one fanboy, probably.
it really doesn't look like it. That's hilarious. Wow, that dude's got a lot of disinfectant wipes. A lot of dirty gamer boys at the EA Play. Covered in Cheetos and Mountain Dew residue.
I can't drink Mountain Dew really anymore. Too sweet.
Mountain Dew's always been disgusting.
They just saw the camera.
Time has finally come. I'm proud to be kicking
Yep.
off EA Play, coming to you live from Hollywood, California. Now we're doing
You seriously have never seen this guy before.
instead of just one show. You're
I
getting
mean, I
half
may
hour
have
of
seen
deep dive
him,
into one of the
but
games
I
you love.
not to the point that I would
Off stream
recognize
right
him.
now. You can tune in for just your favorites, but anyways, we've got a ton of gameplay for you. Apex Legends is bringing a new weapon, a new mode, a new battle pass, and even a new legend. Battlefield
Apex is bringing a new mode?
Show off, plus some surprises. FIFA 20 has a brand new way to play, plus a bunch of game updates you've been shouting for. Match 20's got gameplay packed deep dives, all new features, including those awesome new X-Factor abilities. And The Sims is unveiling a never-before-seen pack, along with a few new surprises. And of course, in just a few moments, I'll be kicking
I'm gonna
things off with
guess
the
it's gonna be like a
latest
King of the
Star
Hill
Wars Jedi
mode.
Fallen Order,
Maybe.
including
For
15 minutes
Apex.
of world premiere, never before seen, first look exclusive gameplay. So get ready, because EA Play starts now.
Here we go, boys. Oh, God, Sai's gotten to boot up her machine. All right, let's see what we got. Yeah, there's nobody at the Anthem booth.
Hollywood, that's what I like to hear. What's up, my fellow Jedi? I'm Greg Miller, and today we're talking Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. We've been waiting so... You know what?
He has the best Twitter handle.
Yeah. We've been waiting so long for details on this game. I can't believe it. Can you believe it, LA? And we're finally here to help us get things started. We've got the head of Respawn, Vince Zampella, and the director of Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order, Stig Asmussen. Everybody give it up for Vince and Stig. Come on!
Vince is always an interesting interview. This is probably going to be pretty weird.
Get in there. How you doing? Goodness. Give me the hug, Vince. Let's get it going. Yeah.
Vince is like,
a little weird, or
well, I mean, it just got weird right there. Vince was like, don't touch me.
Star Wars game.
okay.
Guys, welcome to EA Play.
Thank you.
Nothing will be as bad as Randy and his magic trick.
How are you feeling right now? No pressure. You're just about to announce
God.
maybe one of the biggest, if not the biggest, games of your lives.
I'm gonna let Stig answer this one.
You're supposed to answer this.
Off script.
So
Oh yeah, we're totally off script. They
So,
gave me cards. That was the dumb
officially off
idea.
script.
Nobody cares.
This is so awesome to be here. I mean, it's EA Play, it's E3, it's Star Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, it doesn't really get any bigger than that.
Yeah,
He
this is
doesn't look
something
very
that Stig and I
comfortable
have
up
been
there.
No.
envisioning for years to see it come to life and be able to show you guys 15 minutes of gameplay today.
What? They're serious?
Uncut.
All right. So everybody's anxious to see what this 15 minutes is going to be.
Yeah.
For somebody watching right now who's just a FIFA fan, they don't know anything. What is happening? What is this game all about?
Was that a poke at FIFA fans?
Game.
Probably.
Set post. Oh, yeah. Oh.
FIFA fans don't know anything. Confirmed.
Set post Order 66 after the events in Episode 3, when all the Jedi were hunted down. Well, not all. When the Jedi were hunted down and eliminated.
So, Stig, that's the nutshell of the entire game. What are we about to see? Where are we at in the game right now for context?
Okay, so Cal's, like, this takes place maybe about 3 hours into the game.
Okay.
So Cal's built himself up. He's not a lowly Padawan anymore, but he's not a full Jedi yet.
Sure.
Like Vince said, this is unedited. We had one of our star players, Blair, over there.
That's it right there!
This is an expert playthrough.
Okay.
So we're gonna see some really cool stuff.
He practiced a few times. 2 or 3, Blair? 2 or 3? Yeah.
2 or 3 dozen.
It takes place on Kashyyyk, which
Okay.
is the Wookiee planet.
Ooh, Wookiee
And
planet.
Cal's on a mission to restart the Jedi Order, and it takes him here to Kashyyyk. And the Wookiees have been enslaved by the Empire, who's basically siphoning the planet for all its resources to build up the Imperial war machine.
Got it. All right, so I brought up my phone, not to be rude, of course. It wouldn't be Greg Miller if I didn't look at the Twitch chat. And yeah, they are all through with us talking. They'd like to see the game. We've gone on long enough. We're not going to drone.
Let's do it.
Vince,
Well, let's roll.
would you like to kick it off?
Let's go.
All right, let's see what this is about. Xbox. Interesting. No Sony logo. Okay, that's pretty cool. Press A. Please, press A.
Had to be long enough for the FIFA people to be able to see the
Read
whole
it.
thing.
Yeah. This is pretty nice looking. Oh, he's got a little droid buddy doggo. I wonder if that green on it tells you what his health is. And what's that 4 in that bar on the bottom left? Okay, we got a force pull. And double jumping. Titanfall wall running. It's that dude!
What does the Empire want with tree sap?
Nothing good. They refine the sap into a powerful compound, and then rush it to expand production.
Powerful compound that does what?
That's the plan.
It's Star Wars, we don't know.
Spread themselves too thin.
So nothing good.
Cover proves it. use those cutters to create a distraction while you take your lightsaber and free the Wookiees inside. We need their help to stop the Empire.
Understood.
The Empire.
Watch yourself in there.
You hear that? City needs my help. Lovely.
I like how it climbs up his arm and rides on his back.
Oh, whoa.
That map is cool. Are we going to use force powers or our lightsaber? Ooh.
No flashlight.
He literally is using it as a flashlight.
Most dangerous flashlight in the world.
That's pretty cool.
You know those plants?
Okay. The double jump looks a little awkward to me. Like, just the animation on it, it's a little weird. It is an alpha, though.
Over there. One of the cutters turned on. Calling in? Will that be a breach of protocol? There's a disturbance. There's squadron calling in. Yeah. Better do this by the book.
Ooh. Is that automatic, or is he pressing a button, I wonder? Oh! Okay, that was cool. It's that glowy point on that stormtrooper. You see that?
Yeah. Probably a targeting thing from the droid.
Gonna need to get through here.
Oh, look, it's evil R2.
Yeah, that's a targeting.
Yep.
Oh,
I'm liking the combat. Oh! These stormtroopers seem even less effective than normal stormtroopers.
those ones were
Oh.
scout.
Uh-oh. Now this should be interesting. They've got some kind of stamina here. You see that?
Yeah. And the enemy took a lightsaber to the gut.
Yeah.
Just walked it off.
I like that effect it leaves on their armor.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Although it appears to fade over time.
Yeah, it did. That was neat how he dug in his staff to stop sliding.
Mm-hmm.
Nice. That bar on the left has... Is that his lightsaber? Because it's getting lower.
Might be health.
Might be, since he did... Yep, it is. Answers that. This is very Tomb Raider right here. Oh, that's interesting. Kind of a cool little camera trick.
Now, was that you moving or automated?
To me, that looked very much like the way the new Tomb Raider series handles walking through enclosed areas. I don't like that double jump animation. Come on, man. Use your skill point and show us the upgrade tree.
My brain can't help realize that how bad using a lightsaber on a flamethrower would.
Yeah. Interesting. Showing off a little bit of destructible geometry. God, stop using that double jump. It looks so bad. Okay, so he's got like a time slow mechanic. The hell is that?
Giant spider.
It's interesting that they're like having conflicts with the natural wildlife, because normally in Star Wars games it's just about the stormtrooper and scouts and different variants of Imperial baddie.
The basically good guys versus bad guys.
No giant space spiders normally.
Yeah, with the exception of a few things like Rancor, maybe, that are enslaved.
Spiders look like they might be a little bit of a pain in the ass.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go. Keep throwing the lightsaber. And try not to get stabbed from behind by the one you already knew about. Yeah, those are really gross. I don't like them.
I don't think very many people will.
Why does it always have to be spiders?
Because a lot of people hate spiders.
Hey, Sai.
Hello, I'm here now.
He's halfway to... Yeah, he's got another skill point. Alright, dude, show us the skill tree. Oh, it's a cave in Star Wars. Nothing good will happen here. Glowy purple stuff. What is glowy purple thing? Sense Echo.
Patrol the base. Got another breach down here. Some kind of webbing. Hey, who's that?
Yep, big-ass spider fight coming up.
I think I'm way behind you guys. Hang on a minute.
Oh, God!
God. Yeah, it was kind of advertised the spider was going to drop down from this web right there.
Oh! Oh, well, rip the spider. He can scan... Oh, he's not going to scan it. I guess we don't get to find out what that is. I wonder if he can dive down, or if that's just all there is to the swimming. Jesus, I hate that double jump animation. They need to fix that. Like, that's going to put me off playing this game. And yeah, I know, I keep harping on it, but it's so bad.
I just heard from the captain. They're coming. Oh, this is it. At least we have the high ground.
Nice reference. I like how his buddy turned around like, what? One thing I really want to know is if that block clearly has a cost, because every time he blocks that little white bar goes down. But is that an active ability or...
Oh, dang.
Okay. That was cool.
Maybe it's some kind of force meter. You know, you can only use so many force moves within a certain period of time.
Well, what I'm wondering is if the blocking is automatic when that meter's full, or if the player's doing something.
He's used multiple force abilities with no visible meter going down.
Yeah, but yet some stuff like that laser blast block seemed to have one, and then when he was fighting the the other version of that trooper that's right up there, it was going down. It seems to be somehow related to actual saber fighting. Because, yeah, he just used a force throw and it didn't go down. Well, that's a lot of dudes. The combat in this is a lot more brutal than I was expecting out of a Star Wars game. Oh, he's just locked that guy in place. Look at that.
You don't suppose EA is trying to make it feel less bad Star Wars game, do you?
You what, Si?
You don't suppose EA is trying to make up for their last attempt at a Star Wars game, do you?
I get the feeling that EA has very little control over this game, given the studio.
That dude looks like he's been cut in half.
Yeah. And let's not forget that Respawn is run by Vince Zampella, the guy that started Infinity Ward and Call of Duty, and is known to basically tell higher-up studio execs to just fuck off, I'm going to do it my way.
Well, hey,
So,
it means we get a good game out of this.
I'm all for it. Like I say, though, I am surprised a little bit at how visceral it is. I like it. It's just not what I was expecting. I can't get over the fact that he looks like a 13-year-old. The Wookiees don't look great.
No.
Yeah, dude. I knew they were going to cut the live gameplay right there.
Epic trailer music.
I mean, I'm liking what I'm seeing so far, except for that double jump. If they don't fix that double jump animation, I'm not buying the game.
Well, it is alpha footage, so maybe they will.
What do we think? What do we think, EA Play? Yes, that's what I wanted, the little boy. Guys.
What?
Congratulations. That looks pretty awesome.
Thank you.
I have a million
That was
questions.
awkward.
Short on time as always. I want to point out though, in the Twitch chat, Gwyn96 says that's freaking cool, but he didn't use frickin'. How does it feel to, I think, deliver, right? Like, you guys liked it, right? I think I was looking at the Twitch chat. There's a lot of people who liked it. Like, what does that feel like to finally show this game?
Oh, it's great. I mean, being involved with this team, you know, Stig and his team have done an amazing job. They've put so much of themselves into this game. To be able to be involved in something like this is just, you know, dream come true.
Yeah.
Agreed. Huge shout out to the team. Everybody.
Thanks,
worked
guys.
Let him speak.
Everybody who bought their butts on the demo, but also the whole game. The whole game is coming together right now. So it's an amazing feeling. I'm just so proud to be up here, and I hope that Star Wars fans understand that we're really doing our best to try to honor the brand.
He does not want to be up there.
Yeah.
I thought so. Like, his body language is not comfortable, is it?
I think that's pretty evident from it. And I liked when we introed, you guys were talking about the fact that this is a skilled person playing it, right? We all see it and we think it looks awesome. What are we missing by not having our hands on the controllers? Like, what do lightsabers feel like?
I mean, it's fantastic, right?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Because it looks like it's got weight to it, and throwing it and catching it, right? Like, that's the impact I think I want from it.
Absolutely, yeah. I mean, it's really satisfying. I mean, the game itself, it's thoughtful combat, as Stig likes to call it. It's what you saw was a really good player.
Yeah.
Right. So you'll
right over there again. He'll give out
stuff.
autographs after this panel.
So you can block, parry, deflect. Like, we want the combat to feel really good for people to go in and be able to like be part of that and size up the enemies when things feel right. It feels really good.
Yeah,
It's not just hacky slashy. That's good.
Enemy arrangements as well, like what enemies we're putting you up against, how you go in and use your tools to take them down. But it's not just lightsabers; it's the Force as well.
Sure. Well, that's part of this. You were talking to me last night about it, right? This thoughtful combat, and the idea that when I watched the demo initially, my thought was, oh, these are canned animations, right? I'm doing a force grab and stabbing the guy, and that's all I hit R1, and that happened. That's not that way.
No, it's
right?
all freeform.
So like you can go back in and replay things and do it differently, or you and I would have different
Absolutely, and actually the enemies react to each other in different ways. You saw the flame troopers fighting against the spiders. You could sit as bystander and just kind of watch that fight if you wanted to.
Yeah.
But you're not going to get any skill points if you do that.
Weren't they flame beetles they were fighting?
Sometimes, but
it is
Yes.
a lot more fun to play.
Not spiders.
No, there's multiple types of wildlife we saw.
Yeah, I know. I'm just saying the spiders were later. The flame troopers weren't fighting those, though.
Oh yeah, there was a spot where one was. I think. Maybe not. I don't know.
We have one unique expression of the force that you saw in there, which is slow. Which
I'm
is
being
a little bit
pedantic
of
again, excuse me.
No, you're fine.
Yeah, well, that was awesome. I think I thought you couldn't top my favorite moment in the demo, right? Where you come around the corner, grab the stormtrooper, force pull the stormtrooper, stab him, but when you force pulled the stormtrooper and walked him into one bolt, that was pretty cool. That was pretty cool.
That's one of my favorite. I think the first time I saw that, I freaked out a little.
No, you actually said it better be in the demo.
Yeah.
Well, you did it. You delivered. Tell me about the enemies we are seeing there.
Vance, your shoes untied.
I feel like we're talking a lot about seeing things a lot about is we're running through the environment. You had different things. You had your normal stormtroopers. You had non-normal stormtroopers.
Yeah, and this is just a small portion of the game, by the way. So there's a lot more that we haven't
You're
shown.
saying that isn't the entire game.
That is not.
It's wow.
No.
But we got
I should have that's not the entire game.
We've got the scout troopers who you saw equipped with kind of melee charged weapon. We've got the flame troopers, but we also have the purge troopers whose task is to basically hunt Jedi.
Yeah.
Soften them up before the Inquisitors come in.
And like we're seeing right here, right? Like this bad.
That's the purge trooper.
That's
yeah.
Exactly. Like so
new that the team created.
In.
Yeah.
There you go. Adding to the Star Wars lore. Why we're pointing at one guy? Did he create it? Just that one man did?
Yeah.
It was a team effort that you led the charge.
Jordan did the concept.
Good job, Jordan. Everybody, Jordan.
Woo.
So we're going through, and you have these new stormtroopers. You have your fire troopers. You have one of my favorite droids of all time coming back.
The KX.
And then making me fight him?
Yeah.
Why would you do that?
Yeah.
I don't want to do that.
Oh, you do.
No.
Trust me, you do.
I do?
Oh, yeah.
Well, then, talk about the other star of this 15-minute demo, right? The new droid, BD1.
There he is right there.
No, BD1. BD1's in the audience, ladies and gentlemen.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, another working droid.
He's adorable, as I'm sure you know. I immediately
Well, I'd say
wanted him as a
working.
backpack, so just a heads up if you're
Probably
talking
just
maybe
the head,
about
isn't
the
it?
department,
All right. We can make
what
it
does he
happen.
do in the game, right? Excuse me, we're hosting a panel. You can keep it down over there. What are the traits? What are we using as? Is he just flair? Am I using him for different things?
Like story-wise, he's Cal's companion. He's explorer droid, which is perfect because Cal's on this mission for survival that's taken him to all these savage planets. BD sounds for Buddy Droid 1, which is
that's Respawn. That's Respawn.
I mean,
I don't think I didn't notice the wall running either. I'm like, well, yeah, Respawn made this game. Yeah, okay.
Definitely inspired by BT, but the name ended up sticking.
Yeah.
So, one of the cool factoids.
Oh, that's cool. I like that.
The voice is authored by the legendary Ben Bird.
Oh, nice.
Who did all the main sound designer in the original trilogy and beyond. But he can hack doors, computers, as we saw in there.
Just scan some stuff there.
Yep. Scan the environment for like environmental storytelling, learn more lore about the planet.
I saw him shooting out health packs. Is that a canned animation after a fight? Is it a button I'm hitting?
It's player input.
Okay.
Whenever
like
they want.
Down on it?
Whenever they want, he will eject a stim pack.
Okay.
There's a limited amount that you can find more over the course of the game, and you're actually in that moment. You're defenseless, so you got to choose wisely when you're going to do it.
Okay. We've seen the gameplay. Without spoiling stuff for me, what's going on in the story? Like, obviously, Cal, I thought he was going to be way weaker as a Jedi. You know, just tell me the whole story. What A to B, Sting, how's it go? What's the ending?
Well,
actually, you know what? Stop. Full stop. I can't believe I've gone this long in the panel without asking. Is Watto in this game?
I can't say.
But that's not a no! Hashtag Watto 2019. I'll be retweeting them all after this panel. Thank you very much. But what's going on in the story outside of Watto should be in it?
Well, stories.
Damn it, Greg.
Deal to us. We created this with Lucasfilm. We got to keep a really.
You see them removing the droid there from the bottom.
So I don't really want to go into
over.
too far. Sorry.
I mean, yeah, the story.
You gotta save it.
Okay. I know one of the things a lot of people have been asking, right? I'd put up stuff on Instagram saying, hey, give me questions. Community wanted to know, this is Star Wars canon, right? You
Totally canon.
Okay.
Totally legit.
Okay.
This is a real, Cal's a real character.
Yeah.
Saw Gerrera in there. He's you know, obviously part of the Star Wars universe. Seer, Cal's mentor.
Yeah.
They're all gonna live in other places.
Okay, that's great. Vince, how's that feel? No pressure.
It feels great.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, we have.
You act like it's so nonchalant. You're making a Star Wars game. That's canon.
Yeah, it's not nonchalant at all. It's amazing. Like I said, I'm just like shocked to be up here. I'm like.
I know it's a big deal to work with me, but it's okay. You'll be all right.
We've been talking about this for like 10 years.
Yeah.
The other big community question I've seen a lot is, it's a Star Wars game, and Star Wars games in the past have allowed us to go light or dark. Is that a choice here?
No.
Okay, well. Why not?
Because.
One definitive answer followed by a vague one.
The fact that Cal's authentic, and he has to fill a certain role, so he can be used in other places.
Yeah, this is a Jedi story.
Well, that's the thing I appreciate the most, that you guys are coming in and telling a story, right? Like, I think that's why so many of us are excited for it, is the idea that this is a Star Wars story, that you guys have something to tell, something to say, and a lot of walls to run on. Vince, Stick, anything you want to say to the fans before we let you go?
Just thanks for the support. The energy here is great.
Yeah, it's fantastic. Fantastic.
Greg's showing us some stuff online. Like everyone's reaction is fantastic.
Amazing moment.
The
Game looks good.
Badass. Thank you guys.
Go team.
All your hard work.
It does,
Now we just have to
but
finish. Can't wait to bring it to you guys.
I don't know. I kind of want to wait and see what else is going to be announced before I allow myself to get hyped.
Show you.
Believe it or not, there's so much more. There is more at the Microsoft conference tomorrow.
That's right.
Vince, Steak, thank you so much for coming out. November 15th can't come soon enough. For those of you here at EA Play, the Respawn team has brought even more gameplay for you to check out over in the Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order Theater. And for those of you at home,
extended.
I was about to do a bit. For those of you at home, you will stay tuned for Apex Legends.
Oh, God.
That's what you're looking for.
Part of me just wants to shut off the stream, just be like, no, I won't.
I know, right?
I'm Greg Miller. Thanks everybody for watching. We got more EA Play for you now.
And Apex said they're coming with, what, a new game mode?
Yeah.
I really want to see what it's going to be, because I want to see if it's going to sort of like get everybody interested for it again.
Let's hear it! So hype.
Why does everybody have to scream?
Engaged, although that's actually a lie. It was engaged about
I don't know.
3 days ago. So big thanks to Vince and Stig for sharing that.
Jedi Fallen
exciting
Order
deep dive into
is
Star
currently
Wars.
on Amazon,
Jedi Fallen
and it
Order.
is. They do have it listed for PC, PlayStation,
We're
and
a little
Xbox.
bit too excited here.
I knew it would be.
I'm Julia Hardy, and a little later on,
EA likes money.
and I will be bringing you news
Wait,
on Battlefield 5.
But when they say PC, I assume they mean Steam.
Right now, though, EA Play is in full
Don't know.
swing with games getting their hands on all
says
kinds of
PC.
exclusives. There's a lot to
I hope they mean Steam, because God knows that if somehow
Not Microsoft Store.
news on Apex Legends Season 2.
It won't be on Epic. EA has their own store.
New mode and a reveal of the 10th legend. Stay tuned because Apex Legends is moments away.
It'll probably be on Steam, but I mean, EA does have Origin, so...
Windows 10 is not listed on the platform under PC. It lists Windows 8 and Windows 7.
I mean...
Well...
That's probably just an Amazon error.
It's funny.
That's an interesting booth you have there, Apex.
That Gibraltar, I think his name is?
Yep.
Yeah, that's Gibraltar.
Well, they put some time into that. They put some time into that prop.
Oh, wow.
They did.
Interesting. For console, there's a standard and a deluxe version. Currently, there's only a standard version for PC.
What are you talking about, Looney?
Apex time.
Okay, so nothing new so far.
Looking for me? Surprise.
What's going on, everybody?
Golden Boy.
Welcome to EA Play 2019, and I'm so excited to talk about Apex Legends here at EA Play. I'm professional esports commentator Alex Golden Boy Mendez. Now, everyone at Respawn has been working diligently at making Apex Legends the best Battle Royale game out there. We've got some big
It's probably my fan in this room, Looney, since it's hot here today.
We got some exciting details to share on Apex Legends Season 2, including a brand new weapon, a new mode, an improvise, you hear me? I'm improvising. An improved battle pass, a reveal of the 10th legend coming to the arena, and so much more. So, let's jump out of this dropship, dive right into the hot zone. Take it away, Jay.
Thanks, Golden Boy. I'm Respawn's community manager, Jay Frechette, and as you can see, we've brought Kings Canyon to life right here at EA Play. We've even got all 9 current legends.
That's some pretty good cosplay right there.
Some of the Season 2 updates that you've been clamoring for.
Yep.
We're going to introduce
that
you
Wraith.
to the newest legend after the show.
Somebody's told them, pose. Look awesome.
Check it out.
I guess how awkward you feel.
Wait, what was that skin?
The hunt is upon us. Prepare yourself.
The legendary hunt has begun. Legends can compete to enter an all-new Apex Elite queue, complete challenges for exclusive cosmetics,
I could do this all day.
earn XP and battle pass boosts, and find all new exclusive skins in the in-game store.
That Bangalore skin, though. This is kind of shit they should have put in the first season pass.
Legends who place in the top 5 of any match will earn the right to join the Apex Elite queue.
I need some help over here.
Solid copy. There, they will have the opportunity to test their skills. Need some ammo against the most talented.
It's gross how fast she moves when she's under fire.
The legend's true test is from within.
Additionally, legends can complete legendary hunt challenges to earn rewards.
Ooh, that gun skin.
Master of the Hunt Bloodhound, the Wolfpack G7.
That looks sick.
I won this one. And hunt down 2 wins to score the exclusive legendary.
Holy crap, that gun skin, man.
That is quite good.
Opening fire. Got him. During the event, all Battle Pass owners will receive the free legendary Honored Prey R301. Hit level 15 on your.
Oh my god, that Wraith skin.
Also earn the legendary Night Terror Wraith.
You know what I look like. Come find me.
Every day, legends can also earn an entire Battle Pass level for your first top 5 finish of the day.
Thank you for the fun fight.
And we're doubling down with our first ever double XP weekend. One moment.
Yo, Looney, we gotta get Mike and play this.
Earn double XP on both your base and
Hey, hang on a minute. I wouldn't mind playing it as well.
Oh, I forget you have it, sorry.
throughout the event, be sure to keep an eye
Well, it's
on
because I haven't really played much with you all.
exclusive legendary hunt cosmetics.
The sky has opened and gifted the day.
Squad up and drop in.
Ooh.
as the
Oof.
legendary hunt won't last forever. Good luck, legends.
Let the hunt begin.
That's right. Until June 18th, you can jump into the Legendary Hunt, our limited time event.
What's holding up her drone?
Our elite queue, exclusive challenges you can unlock, and some killer skins.
Looks
Also,
like a bar
this
going.
weekend is double
Yep, I
XP
see it.
weekend, so there's lots of great reasons
Yeah.
to jump in. The community really
The Lifeline's
brought us
leaning
this
on
event
it.
launch, and it's awesome to see the best duke it out. Back to you, Golden Boy.
Thank you so much, Jay. Thank you, Jay, for that. Appreciate it. All right. That was Season 1. Who's ready to talk about Season 2? I like that. So, you know, hey, listen, I played
Was
this
that a
game
guy
every
pulling
day.
a V
It's
then?
one of my favorites. And
Possibly.
It's like right before the show started. That's how
The thing is, though, he was
you know, I'm gonna jump
like
back
he was
to what
doing
we
it
talked about first.
the way around. That's
I
kind
do
of
wanna
rude
talk
over here
about
in
Season
Britain.
2. We've got the first details here. And joining me, we got Drew McCoy in the house, ladies and gentlemen.
I wonder if he knows that.
Drew,
Probably not.
we've been so patient for that beautiful,
That's
beautiful
hilarious.
You realize the first hour of EA Play has been just one studio?
First and foremost,
content. Content is coming.
It's
Confirmed.
coming.
You've heard it here first.
So season 2, it's coming July 2nd, and it's called Battle Charge.
All right, so Battle Charge will be coming out. What can we expect, though, when this new season drops?
Yeah, so as we announced when we launched the game, we're taking a seasonal approach. So we're trying to cram as much into the launch of Season 2 as possible with some other stuff along the way. But what you can expect from the launch is a new legend, a new weapon, a new way to play the game.
Okay.
Perhaps a map event. And a lot of this has been done through a lot of the feedback from community. We're also changing up some of the meta balance of weapons to try and buff up some of the weaker weapons and bring a lot of cool stuff in the game.
Okay. All right. It's a lot. It's a lot. We're going to talk about a good portion of it here, but let's talk about that sweet new content because Season 2 is bringing a new weapon to the fight. And today, we're excited to show it to you. So let's just go ahead, roll the clip.
Show it.
Care package touching down. They usually carry rare platforms.
L-Star here. I am taking fire, friends. I bathe in the blue. Your ignorance meets your end.
That should cut out some of the background hum, Lenny. And hopefully not cut my voice.
Good job, me. A new season. Strong work.
Ooh. Gold weapon. That means it's gonna wreck.
It is say no refillable ammo, though.
That's standard for the gold weapons. I love that they seem to have, like, acknowledged the absurdity of having the medic kill everybody.
Slapped by this gun in Titanfall 2. So pretty excited to see this one make it into the fold in the arena. Seems really powerful. So tell me more about its place in the entire weapon loadout for Apex Legends.
Yeah, so the L-Star's new. It's coming. Launch of Season 2. It's actually a care package weapon because it's so OP.
Okay.
It's just amazing. But
Glad you said that out front.
Yeah, well, you know, it's like the master for the Kraber. It's incredibly powerful.
Yeah.
And being a care package weapon, it doesn't use any of the existing ammo on the ground, so whatever you get with it is what you got.
I also noticed too, it shattered through doors.
Yeah, it can open doors.
So like melees, grenades, and now
the L-Star.
Wow. Okay, so that is pretty sizable. Now,
yeah, that's big.
Are going to be coming to weapons because this may seem very nerdy, but I'm a huge fan of hop-ups. I'm all about Prowler with my switch fire. That's my jam.
Yeah.
What are you bringing me?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, there's going to be some meta changes to the weapons. We're trying to bring up some of the weaker weapons. And then, yeah, there are 2 new hop-ups coming. Not really
Interesting.
What they are yet. You guys got to wait for Season 2, but there is a chance that maybe a memeable weapon named after an African country is usable.
A memeable weapon?
Okay.
The Mozambique.
All right.
Ah.
I mean, that is...
No, it's the Mozambique.
We'll have to see if that's going to be a reality. All
I
right.
just like how he described it as memeable.
With that L-Star light machine gun.
Oh, it's a meme.
We also have the battle
We're
pass,
relevant, guys.
You know, when you guys first spoke about
I
the
mean,
battle pass, you said that it was a
honestly, how much people hate the Mozambique, that is pretty relevant as a meme.
Listening to community a lot. Season 1 didn't quite launch as well as we were hoping. The content was fairly...
You know they just changed the animation in the game for when a player gets rid of that gun, right?
Yes, I do.
To what they equip on their characters or weapons.
What is it?
Instead of just dropping it, you angrily throw it on the ground.
Season 2 battle pass. So first off the bat, it's challenge-based now instead of essentially time-based.
Oh, good.
You'll get daily and weekly challenges, and they stack if you don't play for a while. So you can come back after a month and try and knock them all out on a weekend and level up really quick. Ultimately, this does mean leveling to level 100 is a lot quicker than in Season 1. We're also getting rid of all the badges and stat trackers, taking up space throughout the leveling process. And we are inserting 3 entirely new content types into the Battle Pass, which we will talk about later. And there's a lot more skins in it, and there's going to be enough crafting metals by the time you hit level 100 to craft your very own legendary of your choosing.
All right. I like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
A lot of value for that Battle Pass.
Yeah, that sounds very exciting.
That screen in the background hurts my eyes.
You know, we're talking about Apex. It's got some pretty
It's
sick
quite
skins.
right.
What skins do you have for me today?
Yeah, so like I mentioned, I think our skin game is being upped pretty significantly. You can see that with the
Our skin game.
the Legendary Hunt
Are
event.
we watching a porn all of a sudden?
4 legendary skins in the Battle Pass. So we have 2 character and 2 weapon. So for Caustic, he's got the Prince of Darkness skin.
Ooh, that looks nice.
For Octane, we're doing the
not
Jade
bad.
Tiger. I think you can see there's Prince of Darkness right there. And then there is a skin for the Spitfire called the Intimidator.
Ooh.
And
What even is that?
Two skins, actually.
It's a goddamn rhino.
So the Iron Rampage at level 100.
Okay.
And then there's a golden version as well.
Oh man, do you see that? By the way, do you see?
That's sick.
Goddamn flipping Beast Wars up in here.
I know.
All right. Now
Those
another
look
question
awesome.
that the community is having.
Hey, Beast Wars is awesome.
New ways to play. Elite Q was awesome.
Yep.
I think it's like one of the coolest additions for Apex Legends. What else?
Yeah, so when we designed Apex Legends, we really wanted it to have kind of a competitive core to it. This is a game that's meant to be played over hundreds of hours and mastered, really deep learning experience. And so the Elite Q is our first step towards getting to a higher competitive stage.
Okay.
And so Season 2, I'm really, really, really stoked to announce we have a ranked mode coming.
Ranked mode.
Yeah.
Oh.
So rank mode, you'll progress through 6 tiers if you're good enough. You will cap out if you are garbage tier like myself.
Yeah. Don't worry, we'll be in Wood Division together.
Yeah, you and me, buddy.
Yeah, that's
Wood.
what's up.
Wood 3, I think.
Wood 3. Wood
Yeah,
3
we'll get
division.
Wood
so
3.
it goes from bronze all the way up to Apex Predator, and it's using special matchmaking for each of the tiers. So the higher you get, you'll probably have some longer matchmaking times, but it's because we're trying to find the best possible match for you. And then throughout the season, you'll be hopefully gaining tiers, and then at the end of the season, you'll get rewards based on where you ended.
Wow.
To show off for the next season.
Ranked mode coming to Apex Legends.
Yeah, it's going to be awesome.
That's sick. All right. All right. All right.
I'm down for that.
I'm going to be honest with you.
I'm probably not going to do well with it.
It's going to be sick. I can't wait. I am legitimately concerned, as I had mentioned, either be the first Wood Division player, which isn't even in it, or Plastic Division.
Plastic's good.
Yeah. That's going to hurt. But, dude, thank you so much for sharing all these details, man.
Hey, man.
Guys, Drew, ladies and gentlemen, from the Respawn team. All right, now, here's the thing. I'm a Lifeline main. It's just facts.
Same.
You are too?
Yep.
Respect that. Any Lifeline mains in the house? Lifeline mains? All right.
Like
But
everybody.
that might change when the new season drops. That's right, because Jay, give the people what they want. We want to know who is the 10th legend joining the arena. What do you have?
It's my pleasure, Golden Boy. Well, ladies and gentlemen, the moment has arrived. The 10th legend joining the Apex Legends arena is Watson.
Like the internet didn't know that already.
To help us get to know our latest legend a little bit better, our team put together this touching illustrated short. Let's check it out.
Interesting character design.
Natalie. As I write this letter, it's the middle of the night in late summer. An hour ago, you cracked the equations necessary to power the force field. You showed me up tonight, my magnificent daughter. And I couldn't be happier or prouder of that. I always knew you were special. But never did I fathom that the little girl who taught her staffed Nazi multiplication tables would grow up to master quantum laser mechanics. I have assured the Syndicate that the modified containment force field will be operational in a month's time, and it's all thanks to you. I may be just a doddering old fool trying to hold on to Mon Bébé a little while longer before he loses her to adulthood. But I do see you. I see the strong, brilliant, wonderful young woman you've become. And I know when the day comes that I'm no longer with you, you are going to be just fine. The games will be brilliant because you are brilliant. My daughter can and will do anything she wants in this life because she is the smartest woman in the frontier. Je t'aime de tout mon cœur, pour toujours, Papa.
This is your champion.
I did it, Papa. I hope wherever you are, you're cheering for me.
Interesting.
That's right.
Sweet.
Ladies and gentlemen, Watson joining the arena, and joining me now, we have the 3 gentlemen who brought her to life. Griffin, Will, and Tom, thank you so much for joining us here. Wow. So that I mean, Bible thumps in the chat, man, because that was the feels right there. Hit me right in the feels. But Griffin, we'll start with you, bud. You're one of the legend designers, and I'm curious on the approach that you guys took toward making Watson a character that has impact in the arena.
So Watson really started as a conversation between a friend of mine and I, who he's an engineer, and he has this really methodical, interesting way of taking really complex problems and
gameplay.
systematically solving them. And so I kind of thought, what would it be like if we took the sort
What
of
is
defensive
this?
complexity of Apex and introduced a character that could
What?
really, create an ecosystem in which you can survive the really aggressive third-party meta, all of that stuff. So the idea behind Wattson really is that if you plan and you sort of adapt to the environment, you really know the map, and you work closely with your team, that you can really create these strong defenses that that people are going to really have to think about in terms of how they push on you and that sort of thing. So the current meta of I hear gunfire and I hit it as hard as I can, with Bangalore, Wraith, Octane, all of those, we're trying to sort of bump that meta a little bit and make it so that this more stanced RTS kind of play style has breathing room.
You're trying to provide like options.
There's her ult. Now what does it do?
You want to be able to play that hyper aggressive approach, whether you're running like a composition that contains like a typical one, which would be like a Pathfinder, Wraith, and a Lifeline for that support. You can play into a composition like this, and they kind of counter one another. So that's going to be really fun. And we're going to dive into the abilities and everything that she does, because let me tell you, it's insane. Now, as far as the look,
that's
and
good.
feel, my favorite part about Apex Legends is that the characters, the legends themselves, they stand out. When you're looking from far away, you see the silhouette and you know exactly who it is that you're about to engage with. What were some of the complexities in bringing a character like Wattson to life?
So it's a collaborative effort. Shout out Heath and Sam, animation department. Everybody kind of works together.
Oh my god, his plugs are glowing.
We were given a specific set of skills that she would be using, abilities from Griffin, and that's kind of all we had to go off of. So we had to. Heath did a great job of like bringing it all together, giving her a sort of a grounded aesthetic. She had to look like she was using electricity and stuff like that. So rubber gloves,
Scar.
and the wires.
Yeah, that's a
pushing her
sillightning
silhouette
scar.
at the same time, making her
Some sort of high
able to
voltage.
read who she is from.
Makes sense that she's electrical, isn't she?
All right. From there, you can really go in and sculpt all the details out and work with the animators to really bring her to life, give her personality in everything that she does with her abilities and that too. So.
Yeah, and there's some really cool stuff there as well. Every part that Wattson, she takes out an item in her kit, it's actually like on her person.
Oh yeah.
You see it happen.
Yeah, and those are all very meticulously designed by the concept artist and then modeled out in 3D. So yeah, it's all functional.
That's great
in the world. Yeah.
So now
that's cool.
You get to the gameplay, the look, but the story. Because you got to hit us in the feels, right? Like super hard, and you just did that. Wattson's backstory, who she is. Let's dive deeper into that.
Wattson's kind of different from the way we usually do things, because usually it's very collaborative and we're creating the character at the same time, all the different departments, and we're working together. Wattson was different. She was already designed and drawn when I got her, and one of the great things about working at Respawn is they encourage us to create characters that are non-traditional and that are characters you haven't seen in video games before, and to kind of branch out and see what else, what other kinds of people can we represent out there. And so Wattson is a very different character than I've ever seen in a video game, at least. And everything is based off of what these guys created. I mean, it's all, every single part of her backstory is connected somehow to either her abilities or her look.
And now, it was something that kind of stuck out to me. So, am I correct in assuming that Wattson played a big role in the arena itself?
Yes, so Wattson and her father actually invented the ring.
Okay.
Interesting.
Grew up in the arena, literally in the arena when they were building it. And we're going to you're going to see with Wattson and moving forward, we're going to start to build the lore of this world a little bit. You're going to find out who created the games. They mentioned the Syndicate in there, so we'll talk about the Syndicate down the road. You're starting to build more and more of a universe.
Yeah,
which is great.
So she's in here. So all the legends must know her.
Oh yeah, she was their kid sister basically. She was always hanging around the arena, and she got to know all the legends and got to watch all of them. She's not a mercenary. She's not a soldier. Her role is of support, and so everybody loves Wattson. She's the one person that could probably unite all the legends together,
including Caustic.
Caustic respects her. She's a scientist.
Okay.
Caustic is still an asshole, confirmed.
Wrong word for Caustic.
Yeah.
I don't know if Caustic likes anybody.
Okay,
He likes
that's
that,
fair.
yeah.
That's fair. Well, yeah, that's super cool. I mean, blown away by this character so far. Now, I mentioned before we're going to talk about the abilities, because when you revealed these to me, I was floored, jaw-dropping, and a lot of people online were kind of like guessing as to like what it would be, and I'm very happy to see that a lot of them, some had the right idea, but for the most part, what she's capable of doing is ridiculous. So let's just talk about the active. First thing, defenses.
Yes. So the Watson has more interrelated abilities than probably any other current character we have. You really need to understand how they all interact. The fences. You
I
can
love
use
that
in
animation where she
nodes,
rubs her
and
hands together.
You can use these in any permutation you want. Part of why we sort of went with her being such a brilliant electrical engineer is because we really wanted to reinforce both
That clap.
and thematically.
Yeah, it's
how creative
like
the player can be with these. Basically, we're just giving
like
you
very
free rein to
childlike,
place
isn't
these
it?
however you want and figure out
And the
most.
players,
Like,
they,
yay.
like I just saw right there. I don't know if that was intentional. So when your teammates go through, it shuts down.
it shuts off. So
if
Hey,
I'm
Ben.
downed and they run through the gate, does the gate deactivate?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's a lot of different interactions, a lot of different ways that you can interact with the gates with other characters. The ultimate is, we call it an interception pylon. It shoots down bombardments, incoming grenades, stops arc star spam.
What?
It charges your team's shield, and it also, if Watson's cooldown is slower when she's away from the pylon, but when you're near the pylon, it supercharges your tactical, so you get fences faster. So if you drop it down, it's a permanent structure until it's destroyed, and that allows you to build these large fortresses very rapidly. And you can use that for defending, for flank control on offensive squads.
That's ridiculous.
Power and fencing it off.
It's very different.
Just a little broken.
Is that ultimate accelerants give you your ultimate 100%?
Might be a bit of a nerf incoming, but
ultimate
it
Hold
is
on.
very different from
Hold-
any other
hold on,
legend at
hold
the
on,
moment.
hold on.
Pylons, and it means that you don't have to play conservatively as Watson as long as you save up ultimate charges. You can keep moving with a highly mobile squad. You can play offense, defense, support, however you feel like the fences and the pylon are most.
Did they just say ultimate accelerant gives her 100% charge right away?
Do not need to continuously hold ultimate accelerants anymore.
We felt like we needed to
rejoice. That's right.
That sounded like that's what they said.
We did it, people. Finally, because everyone's like really mean to me if I don't like use the ult accelerant. You know, it's not fair. Oh wow. So that is ridiculous.
There's also when they cross the fences, you get pinged as well.
Oh yeah. So if any enemies cross through the fences, it pings your entire squad. So there's a situational awareness element to them as well.
Wow.
So if you know, so this is why like she grew up in the arena. If you know where all the choke points, the entrances, the exits are, you can set up fences there, and you'll know exactly when an enemy crosses.
I mean,
The Star Wars stuff was very interesting, Ben.
Like it could work out. You know, maybe for any Gibraltar mains out there, maybe find a little. No one cheered for that. Feels bad, man. Maybe there's like a little synergy there that can be created. There's a lot that can be done with these fences and being able to block off certain chokes.
Yeah, I think it's really the big
Sai,
feeling is how
I think you and I are going to be racing each other to see who can click on Watson first.
And from an art perspective here,
maybe.
You know, they're very distinct. They stand out. What were some of the challenges in making sure that these fences really, like, when a player saw them, they knew exactly what it was, not to kind of catch them off guard, so to speak, to make it really, really stand out in the arena?
Yeah, again, silhouette's everything. You got to make it stand out, and it has to look like it lives in the world. That it's something that she can use, and that lives on her body as well. She's able to pull it out, and she's able to bring it out, and create a.
What was that?
So we had concept artists working on every little detail, and the modelers as well, and we had to test it out. We tested it out. We play it in game or in house, and make sure it reads well.
And these guys do a tremendous job of it too. I'm like, I need like a post with electricity that goes between the two, and they create really cool stuff with just that kind of vague, hand wavy designer description.
Everything about it has clearly been thought out. This legend is going to be incredible. I can't wait to play Watson. You guys excited, Watson? That is nutty. All right, well, again, very much looking forward. Now, today we've covered a bunch here. We've seen a new weapon. We've gotten a new mode, the latest legend, and the new Battle Pass for Season 2. So, let's recap all the amazing Apex Legends action that we've seen here today.
Surprise.
Those skins look so good.
So I'm still not entirely sure what those fences do. Do they like keep people out or just notify you when someone comes?
They just showed it. It staggered that enemy when he walked through it.
Ah, okay.
So slows down the enemy, and also when an enemy crosses them, your entire team gets a ping.
What the hell is that?
That didn't look like anything I've seen from Apex.
No.
What was that?
What was what?
What was that? You saw the giant thing on the screen in the eyeball. What was that?
All right.
Can't tell me?
Well, let's just say that. Well, no, but let's just say this. We got perhaps a couple of big things coming into Kings Canyon at the start of season 2.
Okay.
Literally very big
keep your eyes peeled over the
things
next month.
with
Mhm.
eyes
So if I were to like ask you
and
after
scales.
we're done with this, are you like gonna give me the cold shoulder? Or are you actually gonna tell me?
There's no way I can tell you. Sorry.
Yo, man, I'm just holding L's all
Not a
day out
chance.
here, man. This is not fair. Well, Drew, thank you so much, man. Guys, Apex Legends Season 2. Let's go. July 2nd could not get here soon enough. Now, if you're in Los Angeles, come check out Apex Legends at EA Play for your first chance to get
Oh, shades of that guy in the back.
Watson, as
I know.
as all the other great Apex Legends things happening here. And for those of you
You know, I'm not sure, Sai, because, you know, putting your weapon away to run faster is a thing in Apex. But when that Gibraltar came through that fence, it looked like he staggered and put his gun away.
I suppose we'll actually see either in more gameplay footage or else in the game itself.
Yeah, I'm willing to bet if you keep an eye on something like Eric's or Willis Gaming, because I think both of them are there and they love Apex, they'll tell you. Now, speculation time, because Battlefield 5 has been out. Its Battle Royale mode has been out. What are we getting here with Battlefield 5? Just more DLC?
DLC, maybe a whole bunch of
it's a-
cosmetics.
Probably gonna be another close to half hour.
Oh, they're all half-hour presentations.
Yeah.
I will say their Battle Royale was Firestorm. It was basically, I think, a flop, because I have not heard anything about it since it launched.
There's too many battle royales out.
Yeah, I mean, like PUBG sort of pushed Battle Royale, like, especially PUBG pushed it into like the main like gaming public's eye, and then a whole bunch of other games capitalized on it. And at the moment, Battle Royale is mostly dominated by Fortnite, which an awful lot of people really dislike.
Yeah, Fortnite's trash. Come fight me, Internet.
In Fortnite?
No.
And
that's right, you just saw
Oh, hey, Greg.
new info on Apex
Oh
Legends
god, he's
Season 2,
back.
including a new battle pass, first details on ranked mode, and the official reveal of the newest legend, Watson. I'm Greg Miller here at EA Play, where gamers are getting a chance to test drive the newest legend right now. Stick around, because up next we've got Julia Hardy and Adam Freeman giving us the dirty details on Battlefield 5, including looks at a ton of new maps, exciting updates, and details on a new theater of war. All that's moments away, so keep it live.
so that's what's coming.
Thanks, Greg.
Well, at least we know.
Say, it wasn't PUBG that started the whole battle royale. That was Minecraft Hunger Game.
No, she said it's
No,
what pushed it into the public consciousness, like it is.
Yes, yeah. I very consciously chose the words to say that it didn't start it. I said
Yeah.
that it is responsible for making it quite as popular as it is right now. Besides, I love the survival games.
Yeah.
I
Now,
do think it's really funny that Minecraft basically started the whole
Hey,
battle
Zachers.
royale.
the Star Wars stuff looks really, really good so far, except for the double jump animation, which is one of the worst ones I've ever seen in a game. And if they don't fix it, I won't buy the game. Is this segment going to be... Sorry, Sai, but is this segment going to be hosted by that annoying British chick we saw earlier, Spec?
Wouldn't surprise me.
No, I can't stand her.
Well, I can't stand Greg Miller, and I sat around and watched that.
Well, I'll stay and watch it, but... Yeah, Jedi Fallen Order looks good. The part where he slowed down time, force grabbed the Stormtrooper, and then walked him in front of his own laser blast was amazing.
here we go.
Wait,
Meh.
what?
The tractor. That's so silly.
Completely unexpected first vehicle there.
Woman, what are you wearing?
Looks like a curtain. Or it could be a
I
sofa.
recognized one of those tanks.
And today we've got a ton of new
Not
info
one of
on
the
some
common
great updates coming to Battlefield 5 in 2019.
The double jump animation is bad.
My co-host, he reads all of your tweets, and I do actually mean all of them. It's a little bit creepy and weird. Battlefield Community Manager Adam Freeman, what have you got for us, Freeman?
Oh, thanks, Julia. Now, I may be a member of the Battlefield team.
He didn't even want to be on a stage with her.
I know you guys are fan too, and you're going to love what we've got to you today. So, over the next half hour, we're going to be bringing you content that's coming to you over the next few minutes. We've heard what you want, so today you're getting your first look at a ton of new multiplayer maps. Features
A little bit of echo going on there.
Yeah.
The arrival of a new theatre of war that's coming to Battlefield 5 this fall. So, when Chapter 4 finally odds drops, it's bringing so much cool stuff. So let's get to it.
There's emergency exit right at the back there.
Thanks, Adam. That's right. Let's wait no longer and tear the plastic off our first new map, Marita. Let's check it out.
All right, let's see what you got for us, Battlefield.
The Battle of Greece continues. On the Marita map, Allied forces are making a last stand to halt the Axis armies sweeping through the region.
Look, if there's one thing AC Odyssey has taught me, it's that Greece does not look like this.
Why do they have red dot?
You'll deploy on a sloping mountain ridge and within the tight streets of a rural town. The Allies control the town, but Axis troops are already on its fringes.
I know it's a stream, but does the video look really blurry in motion to you guys? Like when they're moving fast?
It does look like there's a little bit of definition. Like when you switch from the battle footage back to this map sort of sweep over the map, I did notice the definition just sort of instantly went up noticeably.
Yeah. Whatever motion blur effect that game uses does not play well with Twitch encoding.
For intense infantry gunfights and sneaky flanks in the cobbled streets.
Looks like a fun map.
And multi-story homes
I can't get over the fact that they have a red dot.
They have a what?
The red dot sight.
I mean, it's Battlefield. It's not realistic at all.
That was Molten Glare there.
To help give us even more details on Marita, please welcome Ryan MacArthur from DICE. Yeah. So thanks for coming out, Ryan. So obviously Marita looks amazing. What was the map's inspiration?
Well, I think the team in LA that put this together.
Please just say
the
Greece.
The Mercury map that everyone saw earlier this month, and so they really wanted
Move
to
your
continue
microphone a
that
little bit
story of
closer
the
to
Battle
your
of
mouth,
Greece,
for
which is a
God's
bit of an
sake.
unknown story, new to me as well, as you learn about this stuff. So it's really cool. It's sort of set on the Albanian-Greece border, sort of in the mountains there, where the Axis power sort of started to push into Greece during the war, and it's sort of set above the clouds in this nice little quiet, well, I guess what used to be quiet village. Before,
Not anymore.
Before these guys all show up, and it's quite a different experience than Mercury, and it's sort of a totally different style of gameplay that you would have seen in the game before.
So what kind of gameplay are we talking about? What's happening?
Well, so this is going to be a heavily infantry-focused map. So as Mr. Battlefield likes to put it, this is total creative chaos. So you're just going to see some
love that. Creative chaos. Yeah.
So what we get there is just head-on, just collisions in the middle of this map, and it's sort of what we try to do with all the new maps that we've been created, spending a lot of time to figure out how do we make each one of them different. So when players go in and play one of these new maps, it sort of has a different feel than the ones they've played before to sort of create that different experience for them. So this one has, I guess for lack of a better way of putting it, sort of a banana shape to it.
And very washed out colors too.
Well, I think fruit's important when you're doing game design, I think.
That is not a green deck.
Obviously. And so the shape gives you sort of a variety of different play styles and sort of creates this sort of narrow channels for people to just run head-on into each other, which really creates that chaos.
Banana map confirmed.
That's what we want, though. That's what we want, that kind of chaos. But most importantly, we need to know, like, we could talk all day, but when can we get our hands on it? That's what we want to know, right?
Yeah, and I think the great thing for this is coming in July as part of Chapter 4. So stay tuned. And I think some people are going to get to play it while they're here today.
Ooh, lucky you. All right, Freeman, who's we've stuck up there for no other reason than, well, my own entertainment, has more on Chapter 4 for you.
Sure,
Over to you,
that's why.
Freeman.
She makes it sound as if they've been outside.
She's real weird.
So let's deliver a brand new one to you. This is
I'm sorry, that just tickled me.
All right, what is this map?
The fight moves to the North African desert in a vast new map for
Ooh.
Battlefield 5, Al Sundan. Prepare to engage alongside a lush desert coast and contrasting harsh environments. Axis forces have militarized the area with camps, a radar tower, and an airbase. You must fight over possession of these critical points.
This is not what Assassin's Creed Origin looks like. 1 out of 10, inaccurate.
Single-player war story under no flag, and double down on air and land vehicle combat. With this, the location has been optimized for all-out multiplayer action.
This has always been the thing that impressed me the most about Battlefield, is the vehicle stuff.
With large distances, vehicle-based team play, and battles across ranges, you'll always have plenty of choices. Make good use of this sandbox to secure the win. Utilize vehicles, mounted guns, planes, and transports. Capture the strategic airfield to dominate the sky, or engage in...
Spac, I don't know if you'll be able to play this. I don't think it has a docking computer for the planes.
Al Sundan is
I don't use a docking computer in Elite at all. Every time I've used it, it smashes my plane into my ship into station.
Plane.
I used to use it.
Plane. You have a plane in Elite? I want a plane.
See, Al Sundan was adapted from Under No Flag, so tell us a little bit about what that process was like.
Cool looking map.
You know, when the guys when the team sort of focus on building these war stories, they want to create these nice narrative, linear experiences and sort of that really tell the story of World War II. But with Under No Flag, they sort of took a little bit of a different approach to this and sort of made this big, wide open experience. And that showed a lot of potential from a multiplayer perspective as well. So when we finished the game originally, the team wanted to sort of sit down and sort of a small group of them and take a shot at turning this into what could be an amazing...
I was kind of hoping that tank was going to hit that tree then.
Me too.
Big map. This is your sort of classic Battlefield sandbox map. This is where you're going to see, you know, tanks and planes and infantry and all of that together in sort of what is truly Battlefield. It's sort of built for that open world gameplay with, you know, depending on no matter how you want to play, there's something there for you.
Yeah, oh, definitely. And so how do I kind of, you know, adjust my strategy? Because obviously it's such a wide map. Like, what am I doing?
Well, I think if you look at it, there's room for all different playstyles. So there's 6 flags on this when you're playing Conquest, and you can see here, even if you can see from the videos here, you've got, you know, when you go into the village, it's all about infantry play and speed and flanking through the things, and the bridge in the middle, it's all about, you know, sort of controlling that with infantry gameplay. And I think Mr. Battlefield the other day decided to just sit there with his tank and destroy me. But
it's just something that he likes to do.
He's kind of mean, but he's not mean. He's super nice. But
no, but most importantly, I mean, again, we could go on and on and on. We're tight.
Assassin's Creed doesn't look like this yet. Give it time.
When can we get our hands on Al Sundan?
But so this is the first map that we're going to come in with Chapter 4. So June 27th, this is going to be available day 1, Chapter 4 for everybody.
Nice, nice. Now we've got a couple more surprises to come, but before we get into all that, let's take a look at what's coming in August towards the end of Chapter 4.
Get up close and personal. With Chapter 4 defying the
Wow, this one was very blue.
Intense maps are coming to Battlefield 5. By popular demand, we're bringing more maps to players craving tighter types of multiplayer.
Someone's turned the lights on.
For intimate infantry combat, the new battlefields will challenge your squad in unique ways. Teamwork, skill, and adaptation are your keys to victory.
That power line is clipping through that roof.
Fight through an explosives production facility in Lofoten Islands and unseat the Axis occupation in Provence. Prepare to assemble your team and rise above your enemies, and prepare to learn more about these new battlefields later in the year.
There's that car again. And again.
Well, you know, mass production.
Now, to help us break down these new maps, Ryan and I are joined by Mr. Battlefield himself, Lars Gustafsson. And if you made that up yourself. But oh, and because he asked nicely, we also let Freeman come down from his weird place up there.
You're worse than my Firestorm teammates. You just leave me behind everywhere.
But we can all understand why that happens.
Yeah,
do you want to take over this one for the start?
Don't mind if I do.
Yeah, go for it.
Lars, these are very different.
That was awkward.
Maps we've already shown so far today. Tell us about them.
They are. I mean, taking a step back, we've been closely monitoring how players engage in Tides of War, and no surprise, I mean, they love the bigger modes like Conquest. It's always been kind of a battlefield pillar. But it's been super fun to watch how they engage with passion and dedication in the smaller modes like Squad Conquest, for example, which really become a success. And with that in mind, then we've, together with the DICE LA studio, they've been going at it, tailoring maps that are specially made for smaller modes. And as such, being able to give that.
It's a cool looking map.
The tight, what you say, the
it's quite different from the other two.
Oh yeah, we need that on a t-shirt.
Yeah.
Intimate infantry.
We're making that platoon when we get back.
It's that same red car again.
The sort of like key strategies then when you're playing.
Hey, Deoxy.
You know, as we see with these smaller game modes, I mean, the key to this is just really good team play, really good squad play, and so, you know, sticking together and not.
They just keep panning the camera around that one point.
Yeah.
There's that power line clipping through that roof. That
It's too beautiful, man.
It'd just be a spinning number plate.
It would be, yeah.
As you saw, Lofoten, it's serenity, beautiful Nordic countryside, but then kind of
the Henry Ford design playbook, any color you want, as long as it's red.
And then Provence, you know, I plan to take my wife there.
What's this dude doing?
Stop destroying places you want to take your family.
Did you see that guy?
Yeah, take him instead.
Well,
and then go.
in the background, just taking a selfie.
Lots of good flanking routes, and it's the smaller maps really allows you to master every inch of it. So it's really about.
I mean, how many times would you get to have a selfie with these guys?
Again, we could go on and on talk about all of these.
But he was behind them.
I want to make sure we have time to get through it. But first up,
They wouldn't have been in the selfie.
kind of core gameplay updates. We know that you've all been waiting for, so you're excited about this one.
Lars, you know how much time I
Star Wars game does look good, chat.
I am working.
Just Battlefield, or let's not delve.
Big
Oh.
we've announced this month. Increase the max rank. Private games. Let's talk max rank. What can you tell us?
Let's talk max rank. We do know, and it's been loudly made to us, our kind of awareness, that there are players out there too skilled who maxed out on rank 50 too quickly. So
Something's wrong with the overlay.
And we've now taken the max rank from 50 to 500.
Oh God!
So it's quite a leap.
Yeah.
And it's
Battlefield 500 now.
So truly a journey for our players to go on, moving forward.
And it's a grind train, but what are people getting if they're on it?
Yeah, what are we getting?
We're all in it. You know, we want the goodies. So to start with, already from rank 51, you will be granted company coins for every rank up. But then at every, we call them milestone ranks, you know, every 50th rank, you will get one shiny new rank icon to show off your skills, and also a beautiful set of dog tags. So
see if it's
lots
working
of ways
again.
Of showing off your mastery on your journey towards, you know,
What does that even say? Give me a second, guys.
It's already happening.
August is the time. So it's almost here.
Almost here.
So world domination for Lars by August.
Yeah, so I wondered if we were talking about world domination or when that was happening, but oh, all right.
Private games then. The other massive thing that we know players want. What we got?
Yes. I mean, another one that's our lovely community have been vocal about. And previously, for those of you who've been with Battlefield, it was called RSP, the Rented Server Program. But now we're shifting over to private games. And what it means, the beautiful thing with it is, the baseline package that comes out is free for everyone.
All right, well,
Battlefield 5.
we're just going to be stuck with no overlay.
Package, it's there to let you set up your servers and kind of create your experiences, whether you want to capture or, you know, play with your friends. And Freeman, you can play with us. For sure.
Thanks.
You can sit with them. And obviously, you know, you love getting all that community feedback, so hit him up, Mr. Battlefield at AOL.com, and let him know.
Well, just saying,
that is the thing, though. Like, we're not finished when we're done, right?
No, exactly. It's coming in, let's see, September.
Yeah.
And at that time, I mean, we want you to dive on it, set up your servers, play it, and give us feedback. Since this is
Since they're not doing anything but talking, I'm going to see if I can fix it.
We want to hear what did we do right and where should we shape up and take it an extra notch. So be with us, be candid.
Okay, well, Lars, Don't tell Ryan, but you know you're my favourite for this. Thank you very much for it.
Do I still get to
We've got more though, Julia. We've got more.
That's Streamlabs. And
Well, as promised, we've got one more Battlefield map to show you. It's called Operation Underground. Lars, Ryan, talk us through what we're about to see. Yes, let's have a look.
Well, this is the ultimate definition of a passion project. So Inge Göran, the original designer for Operation Metro, when we finished Battlefield 5 and shipped it, he wanted to do something that he just was truly invested in. So he kind of went down and he sat down and he came back with what was Operation Underground. And when he showed it to the team, we knew we just had to make this. And I think Lars is sort of being part of that journey in the beginning. I mean, you know how much this meant to the team.
Yeah, I mean, I was there when we started to build the maps for Battlefield 3. And early on, it was kind of a brainstorm. I still remember it was tons of images.
The Oxy.
We challenged the team to, you know, where
that footage they're showing in the background looks crazy.
Subway to shopping mall to God knows everywhere.
It's interesting for me
and
to,
then the team started, or someone smart, not
as a
me,
European, to see like a map set within like what looks like an underground train station. Because I mean, obviously, I've had experience with some of those, not like mainland Europe, but London, for example.
I mean, you don't want one meal, you want 3 lots of meals.
Yeah, we don't have trains here in the US.
Right? Yeah.
So you can see when you see kind of
Trains are a figment of our imagination.
You can see
at least passenger trains.
But what Inge Göran and the talented crew with him has done is to kind of take at heart the feedback from the original.
So many explosions.
To provide, especially a lot of flanking routes. So
well, of course, that's the way that games like this show off, don't they? Everything explodes.
I mean, I think as you look at it, like this is not Metro remastered. This is, as the guys look at it, sort of reimagined. And I think you've got a bunch of different diverse areas. You've got big open courtyards, you know, at street level and narrow streets, and you go down into where you see in the video here where the subway cars are and into the sub basements, and you're going to find a whole bunch of different things and different ways to play and different styles. And I know the guys have a few surprises in there as well that I think the community's really going to enjoy when they get there.
So when do we get it?
That's the big question for today. It's just when,
you have to wait a bit. October, between chapter 4 and 5.
Yeah. And I think this is the one the team is really excited about as well. So I know I can't wait for October. So
I have a cracking time playing it in playtest. I'm so looking forward for everyone else getting to play it too.
Chat was toxic during Star Wars. There's a shock.
Sorry, those aren't the only surprises. This is the problem. We've got too much to get through. Just like stop talking.
Do you know what I find interesting? The fact when they have the camera out and you show the audience, so many of them have their EA bags on their back. I just wonder if somebody went around and saying, "Can anyone who has one of these, would you mind putting it on your back so the camera looks good?"
Maybe. Oh.
Ooh.
A timeless theatre of war, a new vision. Prepare to deploy to the Pacific. The team at DICE are hard at work creating an iconic World War II experience, releasing this fall with Chapter 5 of Battlefield 5. As the US and Japan enter the fight, you'll clash across several battlefields, including a modern take on an absolute classic, Iwo Jima. Since Battlefield began, the Pacific Theatre has been part of its DNA. Now, we're crafting the ultimate reimagining of the conflict. By capturing real-life environments and using the power of Frostbite, we're bringing you the Pacific.
Interesting.
Today's capabilities and technology.
Look how detailed this gun is.
Invasions, as their unstoppable forces charge inland towards unwavering Japanese defenses. Use new amphibious units to pummel the war-ridden shores, and an expanded arsenal to bring your squad to victory.
This gun has scuff marks.
Battlefield 5 later in the year.
Isn't it realistic? Look at it.
See if the overlay's working again.
Most importantly,
Nope.
you went on like a bunch of like research trips. Like, let's find out more about that. Oh, let's set the net one in Tahiti. Yeah. No, sorry.
It's hard work. I know, it's amazing how many people are willing to make that extra effort to go to Hawaii in January in Stockholm. So it's quite impressive. We really appreciate the team putting in that work.
Oh yeah, taking one for the
But
team,
obviously,
definitely.
I mean, that's the big new addition to Battlefield 5. So going back, new theater of war in the Pacific. I mean, this is
That might actually get me to try this game again.
Iwo Jima itself, but the development of it.
I remember my childhood.
Where the beard come from?
Yeah, 1,000 yards in the air.
No, but jokes aside, it's you know, having been with Battlefield all through the journey, it's really where it all started. Battlefield 1942, you know, the Pacific Theater, and already when we started to talk about this game, the journey through the Second World War, everyone came up and kind of, when do we go to the Pacific? So this is the time. It feels like a homecoming. 1942, Battlefield 1943. We've been there before.
Yes, that's why I'm not playing Battlefield 5 right now. Is the scuff marks were just not high enough fidelity for me.
In the community, and I know, you know, we have these discussions. You've got, where are my U.S. forces? Where's my Japanese army? And you know, getting to sit here in LA today and tell everybody that it's coming. Chapter 5, you're going to get those things. You're going to see some familiar places like Iwo Jima. We've got 2 other maps coming with that, so 3 maps coming with the initial package of the Pacific in Chapter 5. Some ones I think people are going to be really happy with what they're going to see, and I just say in some that, as you can hear from the ping in the trailer, some iconic weapons and things as well.
My grand, it's coming, right? Yes.
We're living for the king, so I mean, we wouldn't go to Iwo Jima without kind of the weaponry and the hardware. So, bringing tons of iconic weapons, gadgets. And also, after all, it's Battlefield, so of course there will be a new set of vehicles. And
what was the real reason again? I just actually don't own the game.
The boats, fulfilling that sandbox of land, air, and sea. And the
didn't interest you enough to acquire it.
Basically.
Kind of that invasion experience. I mean, it was very much about island hopping during the war. So capturing the invasion experience and the amphibious warfare. So there's tons of new stuff and new gameplay to look forward to.
And beautiful locations that you ultimately destroy beyond recognition.
Well, Lars and Ryan, thank you both very much for joining us.
So if you've lost track of all of these brand new Battlefield announcements, I don't blame you, because honestly there was quite a lot. So do you want to give us a little bit of a recap there, Freeman? I'll leave that on your capable shoulders.
Okay, I'm back of the balcony if I...
Yeah, go on, get out there.
Right, okay. Okay, we've got a load more multiplayer maps then coming in 2019. That starts with...
No, I don't like her.
On June 27th, followed by Marita in July. We're bringing a brand new Theatre of War to Battlefield 5, the Pacific. That's releasing this fall. We're also bringing features we've heard the community ask for. An increase in max rank from 50 to 500 and private games. Also, one final announcement. Starting today, you can play Battlefield 5 in the EA and Origin Access Vault, and through EA Access on PlayStation 4 when it launches next month. Is that everything?
Yeah, that's...
I have Origin Access.
Stay down here with on the adults table.
There you go.
Cheers, everyone. Thanks. That's the Battlefield Show.
Yeah, I'm Julia Hardy.
And I'm Freeman.
And if you're in the Los Angeles area, be sure to come and visit us in person at EA Play. Goodbye.
Not visit you specifically, because I think you'll have people around you, won't you?
Yeah. To be honest, chat, the real reason I've never played Battlefield, it's the same reason, like, never got into it, the same reason I never got into Call of Duty, is they play too slow. But that was a lot of really interesting information for 5. THQ Nordic, the only shot THQ Nordic has of showing up at E3 is tomorrow at the Xbox conference. I do want to know more about that Darksiders game.
Oh no, we've got 2 panels of EA Sports now. I'm having flashbacks to that EA panel I watched a few years ago.
Yeah, and as a reminder, guys, due to scheduling, I have to cut the stream at 3, but it's just The Sims, so who gives a crap?
Yeah. I mean, this
Come
when Sims 4
on.
released, it released with, I think somebody actually did the research, and it released with 90 features that were in the previous Sims games, and apparently they've all been added now, but of course there's also a hell of a lot of DLC, which costs a hell of a lot of money, which obviously is EA trying to get as much money out of the franchise as possible. Which is a shame, because sometimes The Sims is actually okay.
What the hell, Tom? I find no point to the existence of the Sims games. Sorry. I know there are people that enjoy them, and more power to you, but to me, they're almost as pointless as sports ball.
They're just not your thing.
Yeah.
Oh no, he's back.
Theater of War. I guess that's also they're going on vacation with everybody. That's what they're doing. That's what I call a Battlefield Show, everybody. For those of you just tuning in, I'm Greg Miller. Apparently, people don't like me on Twitter, and I'm coming to you.
Excuse me, what?
Play where fans are getting hands-on with some amazing new content.
You heard me.
If you're in LA and you're not at EA Play, what are you doing? E3 starts tomorrow. You have nothing to do today. It's free. Just come on by. It's great. And for the rest of you, make sure you keep it here, because real soon we've got Alex.
Well, we're on Twitch, not Twitter, but still.
But right now, we're shifting gears to another DICE game. This one from a long time ago in a galaxy far, far away. That's right, we're about to talk Star Wars Battlefront 2, and here to give us an exciting update from the Star Wars Battlefront team is
What?
Dennis Branville. Dennis,
This is random.
Hello there.
Hello, oh, they love you, Dennis. They love you. Here's what I need you to do, Dennis. Give me the Battlefront journey from last EA Play to here. You guys have learned a lot.
Sure, yeah. So last year we announced that we'll be going into the Clone Wars.
Yep.
Then we delivered the new planet of Geonosis, where the Clone Wars sort of started.
Sure.
We delivered a bunch of new prequel heroes and villains that our players really enjoyed. And then finally we wrapped it up with delivering a new way to play PvP with Capital Supremacy. It's a mode where you capture command posts and take out capital ships. And our community is really happy. It's growing every month.
Yeah, that's what you were telling me yesterday during rehearsals, right? Is the fact that the community is getting bigger, right? They're responding to the changes and you're listening to them.
Yeah. No, this is the perfect time to join. It's, you know, like our subreddit is full of love, and it's just a joy to be working.
Our game is no longer a predatory mess. Come play it.
What is it?
Yeah, so yesterday we
Please,
announced to the
come
core
play it.
community that we'll be delivering for this month. Capital Supremacy is coming to the planet of Naboo, the city of Theed, so urban combat is finally getting to be experienced in that mode, and we're also introducing 2 new reinforcements, the Separatist Droideka, which we've been teasing for a long while, so happy to finally have that one coming. And to combat that, for the Republic, we're introducing a new vehicle, the TX-130 tank, to finally bring the fight to the Separatist Alliance.
Bring balance, right?
Bring balance, for sure.
You also announced some new skins. What are those?
Yeah, so new appearances are coming. A couple of new clone
Agreed,
battalions
Bennis.
headlined by the General Skywalker appearance for Anakin.
Give me a
famous
second, I need
outfit
to
that
go
you
grab
ordered in
my
the early days of Clone
laptop's
Wars.
charge cable.
And
Fair enough.
That's one thing, Dennis. You talk about last EA Play starting to bring in more Clone Wars stuff. Right now, that you're a year later,
Still here.
more Clone Wars. Why do you think people have such an attachment to Clone Wars?
Part of it is nostalgia, like we all grew up watching it, but I think it's also because how the TV show really is enhanced and continue to explore more lore and let
The Starfighter mode was fun. Yes, it was very fun.
What to you is the future of Star Wars Battlefront 2?
So we also announced that the next planet that we're going to, it's another Clone Wars planet. It's the alien planet of Felucia. So we're bringing that to life in the Frostbite engine. It's going to look pretty fantastic. And we also, that planet will be supportive of Capital Supremacy and new ways to play the game, in particular if you want the epic Star Wars battles of Battlefront, but more tailored towards a PvE experience. So,
and then again, this nostalgia, it's nice. Clone Wars, great, we grew up on it. What about the new hotness? Are you bringing any of the new trilogy stuff? Are we going anywhere? What's happening? Tell me, just spoil it right here, EA Play 2019.
So we consider Battlefront to be the greatest hits of Star Wars, where you get to play the most iconic heroes and villains and characters from all the Star Wars films. And we'll be back in August to talk more about the rest of the year.
No, this is EA Play right now. If he doesn't want to talk about right now, I can punch in Zoom or something, all right? Thank you, Dennis.
Thank you.
Now it's time to talk about competition of a different kind, ladies and gentlemen. Are you enjoying EA Play, everyone here? Well, it wouldn't be EA Play if we didn't get into a few different things. Alex Golden Boy Mendez is going to be hitting the football pitch with FIFA 20, and we'll be digging into that reveal trailer that dropped this morning with some very special guests that will tell you more about the newest way to play FIFA, Volta Football.
Pardon?
What?
Look, it's a football.
Yep. Sorry, guys. I'm
the
looking
sign.
at I'm looking at Twitter trying to see if I can figure out what if there's anything about what the hell Streamlabs has broken.
Everything, of course.
Look at this field.
Look
Here's
at
that
this
sign again.
Look at this purple logo.
What as we pan across it to show you
There's a
every
bunch
single
of
detail.
computers on the backside of that, or at least monitor screens on the backside.
Yeah, it's probably like a play area.
Oh, camera came to the end of the track there. Look at this other sign through a football net.
Probably just draped a bit of net over the camera.
Aren't we sporty? And here's the big crowd shot again.
People watching.
That woman's got an umbrella hat on. Well, in fact, there's more of them in the queue on the left as well. And more of them on the right. Somebody's giving away umbrella hats. Why? It's not raining.
Sun.
It is California.
I mean, okay. The high today for LA is supposed to be 76.
77 freedom degrees?
Or 24 for you weird measurement people. That makes more sense.
Warning, contains flashing images.
What, you mean the show's gonna involve a lot of paparazzi taking photos of footballers or something?
Can't figure out what's wrong with the overlay, so we're just going to be stuck like this.
No, Deoxy, I mean basically the rest of the world.
What's going on, FIFA fans?
There was no flashing imagery in that saw.
From the Volta pitch here at EA Play.
We have real people playing soccer.
Aren't we sporty?
But that was FIFA 19. And today we're here to talk about FIFA 20. Now, if you caught the brand new
That's
trailer,
spare football at the back.
Morning, you already know that Volta football is a new way to play.
Oh, look at Mr. Fancy Pants.
To the street. FIFA to the streets. You like that? All right, now, for those of you who missed it, let's take a look. Give me a pass.
Golden Boy has got to be the least annoying one they've got so far. What was that haircut?
Somebody cut his hair short and then they had it dyed green. Ooh.
There's your flashing images.
That ball doesn't look.
Game engine footage. EA, could you stop doing that, please? They've been doing trailers like this for like the past 3 years, and it just does not make me want to play FIFA.
My god, he has some very bright green pants.
Dime, that abandoned building.
Volta, I don't understand the Volta football thing.
Sam Rivera, the lead producer at FIFA 20, about some of the new gameplay features that are going to be coming to FIFA 20. But first, we go across the pond. Last week, singer-songwriter and
That dude in the back is going to be a meme. I guarantee it.
to give us the details on Volta football and
The one who was bouncing football on his neck.
Yeah, he's going to be a meme.
Many camera angles.
I'm in London with Volta producer Jeff Antwi and Manchester United and England legend Rio Ferdinand to talk about a subject close to my heart, street football.
And who are you again? I missed it.
I don't know myself.
Okay, so Rio, we're here in London, your hometown. Cage football, street football. What was your memories and experiences growing up? Did you play a lot of it?
No, this was where I grew up. This is exactly what I've done day in, day out. In there, the ball never goes out of play. Physically, it's demanding. You're forced to almost have a personality and show a personality in there. Do you know what I mean?
There's definitely no hiding.
You're forced to show a personality in there.
I used to play in the street with all the boys, and it was kind of the same. You know, we'd learn how to bounce it off the curb and use the walls on people's houses as another player. What was it for you that made you want to bring it even into the game?
For us, it's a return to street football for the FIFA franchise, and we're really excited about being able to, be in places like this, where it's rooted
Sports ball.
Places. Authenticity, creativity, culture are all things that we wanted to bring to Volta.
Look at that guy's footwork.
Yeah, the footwork, it's amazing. That's what you can do in Volta, though. So that's part of the detail in the gameplay.
So you can do all these mad tricks like this.
Well, just being able to be really
Look, can I slam a dude face first into the fence? Then I'll play.
off the wall to yourself to beat your opponent, or flick it up up over your head to create space for on goal.
Can you use that with the players from like the professional teams?
Absolutely. So obviously with it being FIFA, we want to make sure that authenticity is at the forefront. And so you can play with or against the real players, all the licensed players that we have, all the licensed clubs. You can imagine playing Chelsea versus Spurs in this London cage.
Man United versus Liverpool.
Man United versus Liverpool.
Those are actually two great sort of team rivalries for UK football.
I played on loads of different places.
Yes, if it was like Blood Bowl, I would get into sports games. But then again, we have Blood Bowl.
And there's so many locations that you can play with, from a rooftop in Tokyo to a London cage like this, or even an underpass in Amsterdam. So, you know, we want to make sure that what we're building is, you know, real to the space, real to the people.
Well, where's the like craziest place you play football?
I was actually in a camp in LA, and I played a bit of soccer there, which I've never played it there before. The pitches are a lot nicer than when I grew up playing in Liverpool. What about you, Rio?
Maybe in a favela in Brazil. I went to the World Cup in Brazil. My first one I did as a pundit. I managed to go into the favelas and have a little look. Crazy, man. And amongst that was just like a pitch in the middle of it in a cage, a bit like here, but it's just different setting.
Right. What type of football were you playing?
We played whoever was there, so you just play with the numbers you've got. If there was 3v3, fine. If it was 5-a-sides, not a problem.
Yeah.
So
what's great is that's Volta, being able to play 3v3, 4v4, 5v5, playing with goalkeepers, playing without goalkeepers.
Oh, real life Deoxy. Oh boy.
Like this, or playing futsal, you know, with more authentic rules. I think Volta does a really good job of representing the diversity of the game, not only the people, but also in the game style. You can treat the wall like your teammate, passing to yourself, or you can be really skillful with the ball, like, you know, like these guys are being. Volta football is such a diverse game, and for millions of people around the world, streets is their stadium. So for you guys, like, what are some of the fundamental things that
They're spending a lot of time on this.
what translates to the stadiums?
small-sided games.
Yeah.
3 versus 3, 5-a-sides. I grew up in this environment. I think it enables you definitely to be able to deal with people 1v1, because in a game in a stadium,
Apparently this is like the basis of the Volta football, street football, whatever rules go. Blah.
So you getting used to that in this type of environment is, I think, for a young player is key.
Having a personality, not being afraid to try something new here. And obviously, you know, eventually you can go and put it onto the big stage. So I think this is like, yeah, you go and express yourself.
I think definitely the word, that key word, express. If you can express yourself, you see the best in everyone. I think individually, as a team.
You know, street football is, for a lot of people, it's foundational. And it translates to, you know, the stadiums. And for Volta, that's kind of how we've built the gameplay experience. And so we're really excited about what we can, you know, represent, and being able to represent the flair and the
Okay, guys, move on.
style, that you guys just talked about.
Get out of the way of the camera.
Always associate like skills and flair without the end product. I think that's what's great about this game, is that end product's always king.
What I really want to know is, can you create female players?
Absolutely, I think that's one of the biggest innovations.
Those pants, there they are, Sai.
Male or female, and
Yes.
they play with each other as well, and that's an important part of what we're building.
When you go and play in there,
Of course they'd have to be on a female player, wouldn't they?
Can we have like jeans, like cut downs that I've got, or
you can have, you know, t-shirts and shorts, or you can have jeans and long sleeves. Again, a big thing for us.
Bet you some of those clothes can be purchasables though.
Oh, I'm sure.
Through clothing, through how you look, your personal style. You can have short hair, long hair. You can have tattoos, no tattoos. You can play with trainers.
Because FIFA is one of the games that got cracked down on in the EU about the loot boxes and stuff.
Superstition, like it's all of that all in one.
Yeah.
You can get that into a game and transfer that and translate that into the cage. You got it made.
That's a big part of Volta football. Just being able to represent the people as they are. You know, we want it to be authentic. We want it to be diverse. You know, we want it to be cultural and creative, and a lot of that is, you know, how you equip yourself and how you carry yourself and how you represent yourself in the game.
Jeff, thank you so much. Rio, it's been a pleasure. I can't wait to play Volta, so I'll see you in the cage.
Thank God it's over.
Is it?
Well, there you have it. Volta football.
Well, that bit of it
Pretty cool
is.
stuff there. Now, I can't wait to get my hands on it later this
Seemingly.
summer, but
Run for the emergency exit, Sai. It's right behind Golden Boy there.
gameplay updates and innovations.
No, I saw that earlier. It's,
We have
Yeah, you're what made me notice it.
Sam Rivera here standing by. Sam, welcome.
Thanks,
So
Alex. Great to
Let's
be
give
here.
it up. Give it up for Sam.
Thank you, thank you.
Yeah. All right, all right.
So the first time I've been told to use the emergency exit and just leave during the EA presentation.
Hey guys, there's people at the Anthem booth behind his left shoulder. I wonder how much they were paid to stand there.
Firsthand when I hosted that FUT Champions Cup, and you and I we talked a lot about how important it's been for you to engage with the audience, with the fans, with the community.
I'm just wondering what all those people, like on the left there, are staring at. You know, like just to the left of.
They probably are. That's where the stage is. They're probably watching those two on the big screen.
Community feedback is a big deal for us. The
Oh look, this
combination
is
of
him, sure,
community
hidden in a
feedback
bush.
and football itself is what
Yep.
inspires us every year to keep innovating and to create the most authentic and fun experience we can. And we know we have a big community.
That's somebody with
so
a
this year
big
we
black
actually
and
talked to
white
over
umbrella now.
3,000 players, from pro players to new players, casual players, hardcore players, and because we know this is
And
a
a check
two-way
shirt.
conversation, we released an important pitch notes article at the end of May, where we explain a little bit more about how we approach community feedback. So we listen to things like shooting inconsistencies or AI defending, and this feedback, together with our drive to create a more authentic.
Oh my God, why so technical?
Led us to develop a new feature set that comes together as football intelligence.
Okay, all right. So catchphrases are all well and
Football
good.
intelligence,
Let's dive into
what?
this, right? Because I want
Yeah.
to be able to dive deeper into what all this means for the player. What does football intelligence mean for the folks that are going to be playing in this?
You know, maybe this is mean, but since they're outside, part of me is really hoping that one of the passing seagulls just craps right on top of one of their heads.
Off the ball and the ball itself. And this year we're innovating in
For a
those
second
three
there, I
areas.
thought you were going to say, I really hope
We're
that somebody kicks a
enhancing the
football up there.
one-on-one moments by giving you new attacking and defending tools.
That would be
Off the
great.
ball,
Oh,
a re-architected game flow,
happy early birthday,
time and space
Deoxy.
on the ball. And for the ball
Yeah,
itself,
the-
we have a brand new ball physics system that elevates the authenticity on every
Oh,
touch.
ball physics.
Off the ball first. That's something that, you know, I'm assuming you're talking about computer control players there. And this is a big topic within the community.
I know.
How those players interact with you.
There's some place nearby that's selling those umbrella hats, because there's like 10 people in that shot that have them.
Yes, so off the ball, if there's something that is really going to change how the game plays, is the
And the guy with
re-architected
the
game
big black
flow.
and white umbrella
This
is
new
still there,
game flow
just
was designed
to the left of the
give
guy's
more
shoulder.
time and space to the dribbler and create more one-on-ones. A one-on-one is one of the most interesting parts of football to watch or to play. If you
Does
actually
anybody remember the old show Saved by the Bell?
time where user
I
skill
do.
is going to make
That little logo, or that little graphic package that they have, looks like it belongs on Saved by the Bell, where they pop up the titles.
we are reducing the amount of AI
Oh my
defensive
God, you're
support that
right.
you get from your teammates.
Okay, all right. So you really want to like influence.
Our footballs are so smart they might become self-aware and start rewriting the game code.
Like we're kind of just like throwing questions out here, but you know, because I'm curious, I'm really interested.
It
right?
wasn't Skynet, it was FIFA that killed humanity.
What does this feel like?
Oh my God, there's an indie game idea.
More player
Generic sports game in which the footballs or other sports balls come to life and start rewriting the game
So when
code.
you score a goal, you feel like
And then
you
your
really
mission is
worked for it.
to try and
because you mentioned
save the
space,
game,
spacing is
and then
actually
you have a
one of the
choice about
biggest
whether or not you
benefits of this
actually want to do it,
You will see how your teammates spread around the
because they're
pitch in
actually
a more
making the game
authentic
better.
way, allowing you to read the game better and also giving you new ways.
I read the game. I can't read FIFA. The camera angle that it takes has your characters look like they're an inch tall.
My AA teammates are going to be way more helpful for me because Lord knows I need that. All right, which I think a lot of us feel the struggle there. But now, what about
Yeah,
the
we do
player?
feel
Me,
the
right?
struggle.
As I'm playing
Struggle
this
to
game,
care.
What new tools
Mm-hmm.
I have that I can put out there on the pitch?
Yes, so football is all about the decisive moments.
I'm
on
sorry,
the
I'm being
and
mean.
now that we're
Oh, there it is.
approaching those moments,
Yes, that is
we
absolutely
also
Saved by the Bell
use
graphics.
tools to make sure those moments are
Early
under control.
90s.
So there's 4 features that I want to talk about.
Absolutely.
Composed finishing, strafe dribbling,
Yeah,
control
bitch.
tackling, and the new penalty kicks and free kicks.
All right, so 4 big topics.
Yeah.
Let's just dive into this. Composed finishing. What do you mean by that?
Sure. We received feedback from the community regarding the difficulty to finish in front of goal.
Okay.
So in FIFA 20, with the new
Oh,
composed
my?
finishing, you're going to experience more clinical and consistent shooting when you're in a one-on-one with the keeper, for example. And if you try a more difficult shot, let's say a volley from outside of the box, then you're going to have more chances to miss. So overall, we are improving the fundamentals of shooting to provide a more authentic experience. And we also listen to feedback about time finishing And we are very confident that the changes that I just mentioned to the fundamentals of shooting, in addition to some tweaks that we're doing to the actual time finishing,
I think Spac's dead.
are going to give you a more satisfying shooting experience, whether you time your shots.
I just
or
don't
not.
care enough
We are actually just
about
releasing
this.
another Pitch Notes article about this topic. If you want to know more information,
Now- can I-
check it
care
out.
about sports
Okay, so a whole
ball.
topic just on this.
Now you know how I
which
felt
is
when I
very
had to watch
dedicated here. Now, you also mentioned
2 hours
another,
worth of
tactic, which was straight
EA
dribbling.
Sports
So
presentation a
how
few
is this
years
now
ago.
gonna play a role in how I play out
Yeah,
there?
good question. So we are reinventing the strafe dribbling mechanic.
Okay.
This tool that's more
And this game has such a huge player base too.
more precise and agile control of the ball when dribbling. And I would
Those
say this
look
tool
like
is great to
those
lure your
cleats look
opponent
like
in,
they would be
and then
painful
when
to
he's
kick
getting
some with.
closer, use your
Probably.
player's
That would be fun if we
agility,
could do that.
speed, and skill to beat that defender.
I think that's called a foul.
Though, you know,
And
I'm going to be on defense
I
quite a
know.
bit. So,
it would liven up the game.
As a defender now, we're continuing to just run through these tools, these new gameplay additions. that are coming through.
Unfortunately,
What about on the defensive
football
front?
/ soccer is not
counter the
rugby.
attacking tools, we also
You're not
bring
allowed
some
to make
innovations for
your opponents bleed.
The new controlled tackling system, which uses
Ooh, the new controlled tackling system, guys.
from last year, is going to improve your player's tackling ability to ensure you.
Why do the running animations look so freaking weird?
When you
Yeah.
Okay, then
It's as if somebody's put like a piece of elastic between his legs so he can't move them as far as he wants.
I played soccer when I was growing up. I don't remember anybody looking like that when they dribbled the ball.
What changes are you making to penalty kicks?
We have brand new penalty kicks and free kick systems. So
Oh my god, brand new penalty kick systems? 10 out of 10, best game ever. The internet is over, FIFA wins.
elements of skill in there to make sure there's enough depth in the mechanics for those that want to be masters on those systems. And for example, in free kicks, you're gonna have full control.
It's literally got to the point where when the camera's on him, I'm looking behind him to see if there's anything interesting going on.
Top spin, no spin, or a combination of them. And that's gonna be based on how you swing your right stick. And then you will see the trajectory, so you can go around the wall, you can go over the wall, you can do a knuckle shot, for example. Ultimately,
Knuckle
these systems
shots?
are more,
Isn't that
they're more
called
fun, you
handball?
have more
Isn't that not
control, so that
allowed?
you feel like it's more rewarding.
It's hand egg, thank you very much. And it's coming up next after this.
Created, and that's the cool part.
So, you know, for like us FPS gamers out there, maybe that's something that I can actually be good at, you know, like
exactly
hit with the right stick. That's awesome. All right, so on the ball, talked off the ball, but the ball. That is the most essential part of the beautiful game. So
No,
Oh my God.
really.
Are we covering so many details that we need to talk about the goddamn football now?
Yes, ball physics. There it is. Ball physics. I have one thing to say about this, chat.
How the ball behaves on every player contact, on every bounce, on every interaction, and how spin affects the trajectory of a shot.
They still have 13 minutes to fill.
So what you will see is more realistic
There has never been a more appropriate time to use the Link screaming button on my Stream Deck, honestly.
You will see like a dipping trajectory, a rising trajectory. There's more variety in general. So the entire FIFA experience feels fresh.
As I said, now you all know how I felt when I covered this. I covered one a few years ago, and for about 2 hours they went on about nothing but FIFA and other EA Sports.
Yeah.
And the Eurogamer, Eurogamer journalist in the Eurogamer chat was basically telling everyone, escape while you still can.
Yes, so the features that I just talked about.
By the way, people, I'm not joking.
You get to be the ball, smell the ball, date the ball. Sorry, that was just a great chat comment. Go on, Sai.
Yeah, literally, people, I am not making this up. I was watching that particular live stream via the Eurogamer site, and in the live chat, the journalist who was watching it was literally telling the people in the chat, go, run, escape while you still can. Completely sincerely.
Oh.
Or if you would like to chain multiple skill moves in a row, then you will get a more realistic.
Wait, did he just say chain kill me?
It sounded like he said chain kill moves. Suddenly I'm more interested.
Kill people?
Fatality.
Again, I think that's a foul.
Now, when can players get their hands on
No, really?
September 27th.
Okay.
And there's
September 22nd. That's a really odd launch date.
Subscribe to EA Access, you can get
Like really odd.
hands-on on September 19th.
Wow. Okay. And then, of course,
I think that's
you know,
like
EA Access,
right around
PS4.
Equinox.
Exactly, that's good news. So PS4 fans will also be
Okay,
able to
sure.
play FIFA September 19th.
All right, look at that there. And of course, all
Oh,
those
glad to help you
details
catch up on your
online.
sleep, Deoxy.
Don't forget about that. It is a hot day out here. We've been talking FIFA. I've been having a blast. Sam, thank you so much, man. Give it up for Sam Rivera once again.
Thank you, thank you.
Awesome stuff. Now, don't forget, if you're in LA, come down to EA Play, try out FIFA 20 for yourself, or come watch some great street football competition at our
Trevor Noah.
pitch. Keep an eye out.
What?
The team has a lot more to come between now and September. They'll be posting deep dives on the Pitch Notes platform. You get more info on gameplay, career mode, pro clubs, Volta, and because we all know you want to talk about it,
No, we
FIFA
don't.
Ultimate Team. So keep an eye out for those. I'm Golden Boy. Thank you so much.
I'd
for watching.
rather
See you
go
later.
play the Anthem stuff than the FIFA stuff.
Can we all just talk about the fact that they said Trevor Noah is up next?
Yeah.
Well,
What?
again, they've got time to fill.
What would the host of The Daily Show be doing at EA Play?
Trying to bring more eyes on
Look
the
at that.
event.
Look how many of those umbrella hats there are.
He's probably there to lower the IQ even more for the sports ball.
I did point it out before that there were quite a few of them around.
I mean, they're multiplying now.
So, somebody dropped theirs. I just saw somebody like in the middle of the shot just drop their hat. And they picked it up and they walked off again.
Spack and I had a lot of fun people watching before the stream on this camera. Hello, Sanitation Lady. Good job sweeping up everything. You're doing a great job. We love you, Sanitation Lady.
MVP.
Way more interesting than what's coming up with Madden. Guaranteed.
Well, at least it'll be good snark bait again. It's gonna sound weird, but I actually rather enjoyed the FIFA 20 just because we got to snark at it so much.
It was a good time. Guys, don't forget, if you want to snark with us, all you have to do is use that link, and you can snark live on stream. Now I kind of want a second camera option. I want to be able to choose to ignore Madden and just follow around the Sanitation Lady and watch what she's doing. It'll be more interesting than Madden.
Somebody's brought their kid to EA, not the EA, E3.
I've seen several kids. I was actually chastising a woman we saw earlier for not holding her toddler's hand.
Oh my god, there's another one. He's got her.
Save her! Chat, we must save her!
Hashtag save the kid.
Do you think it's weird that Golden Boy gets to talk to Trevor Noah and not me?
How are you?
Hey, well, you know what? Get out of here. Go! Go away!
Oh, there we go. Let her go.
Very special message
We did
from
it!
EA's
Yay!
Give campaign. So let's check it out.
Hey everyone, if you're watching this video, chances are you've likely seen or even personally experienced harassment when playing online games.
No.
In fact,
Yeah.
57% of players say they've been bullied or threatened online. We need to change that.
Absolutely. Games are for everyone, and the good news is we can all do something about it. EA is donating $1 million to 3 amazing nonprofits who are all about bullying prevention and inclusion in games. Ditch the label, Pacer, and the United Nations He for She.
You can also help. Go
She's
to the
pretty.
link below, ea.com/play-to-give to learn more about these charities. On their websites, they have advice on what you can do if you're being bullied or how you can help others who are. You can also donate. Any amount you can contribute really makes a difference to these nonprofits.
With the help of Play to Give donations last year, these charities achieved some pretty cool things. He for She was able to expand its message of gender inclusivity in gaming to people around the world. Ditch the Label was able to help an additional 10,000 kids who are suffering from abuse. And Pacer reached 1.4 million people with information on how to combat bullying.
Thanks so much, everyone. When we work together, we can make games a space where everyone feels safe and included.
Enjoy the rest of EA Play.
Idea on how to cut down on the bullying. Turn off in-game chat and voice.
I was just, yeah, but, I mean, not...
That's not Trevor Noah.
Yeah, not to snark, but EA's Play to Give does do a lot of good work. Like, not snarking on that.
Yeah.
Golden Boy here at EA Play once again.
Bet you that that PA announcement though is going to the PSA is going to get a load of people going, oh my god, how the why do we need to have that front and center? Why have you shut that in there?
Yeah.
because some people are assholes.
Oh, why is he here?
Coming out, man. And you know, when they told me about this, so Greg obviously very salty he didn't get to do this interview. Haha. Stuck it, Greg. So I understand you are a massive fan of FIFA.
Well, I'm not a FIFA fan. FIFA is my full-time job, and then I do other things to sustain the habits. That's
Okay.
pretty much me.
Interesting.
Yeah,
It's
when
like
you
you're on
when
TV
you
like
really
every
play
day.
FIFA, you don't say that you're a fan. That's
Yeah.
just what you do.
That's fair.
Like Raheem Sterling is not a fan of Manchester City. He plays for the team. I play FIFA professionally. That's what I do.
Okay.
Yeah, that's my job.
Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. It's kind of crazy for a guy who hosts a show called The Daily Show that you play FIFA on the daily, and yet you have to work, and yet that's not your full-time
Well, luckily
job.
there's night. There's nighttime as well. You gotta allocate your time properly.
Okay,
that's what you do.
Trevor Noah
Time
doesn't sleep.
management.
Yeah, that is confirmed. All right, so who's your favorite team again?
Who's my favorite team? My team.
Who's your
That's what
squad?
Ultimate Team is all about.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, really?
Come on.
Really? That's where you're gonna go?
Why am I gonna go and support one team when I can create the best team ever? You know?
Okay, I feel like
Yeah.
you just don't want to draw any battle lines.
Oh
here.
no. When it comes to the English Premier League, I'm Liverpool through and through. You know,
Okay.
I'm excited for what they did. Yeah, pain in Kiev, joy now. And then you know, when it comes to Europe, I switch and I play with different teams. You know, because I get to enjoy just the players. But in the game, my team is the team.
Okay, so then
I don't understand what's going on right now.
Big player on your team, on your ultimate team.
I think what this means is the FIFA presentation isn't over.
Right now, Syria Gomez, small little man, does major things. One of my favorite players in the game. I know this is a weird one. Right back Almeida, one of my favorite players. Just like I like playing.
What is his shirt? I want that shirt.
Because everyone out there is going to be playing with like 92 Vieira. Everyone's going to be trying to play with Gullit in the middle, and it's just like, who can you play with? Alan Napoli, one of the best players.
Good question,
in
Binnis.
FIFA. Mark my words. Go and get him. Go get him.
Yeah.
Yeah. You just gotta get like the weird players that no one else likes, and then like when you meet them with your team, they don't.
Trevor's like the first person I've seen that's wearing a real watch.
That's what makes FIFA such an amazing game for me, is the customization.
Dude,
Like, all the rest of them have been wearing Apple Watches.
Very impressed. By the way, Trevor Noah, man, just dropping the knowledge out
Thank you, man. Thank you.
Trevor, I know this was a brief one,
They're
but I
sponsored
want to
by
thank you so
Apple.
much for coming out to EA Play,
Thank
my
you so
friend.
much,
It's been
man.
a
I'm
blast.
excited, man.
And you know, FIFA 20 is playable here, and we have to have a match. I think you.
Man,
and I
Golden
have-
Boy's sweating. You see that?
I will school you.
Okay.
There won't be a match.
Okay. Yeah.
We can play together, and then I will teach you FIFA.
I kind of set myself up for that one. All right, well, Greg, back to you, buddy.
In a moment, Adam Rank is taking us on a deep dive on all kinds
There's
of new
another
features
kid.
coming to Madden 20.
Mhm.
But first, power up your exosuits, freelancers, because we're talking Anthem.
Wait. What?
What?
I'm joined by Anthem live service lead producer Ben Irving. Hey Ben.
I don't think that kid wants to be there.
Thank you for coming. I can't believe you're really here.
He's like, wait.
Hold on.
They're talking about Anthem. I want to leave.
Of course we're going to come to EA Play. We've got a booth out there with lots of fans coming through to play it.
Wait,
Really the
they
big thing
still
for us
fans?
this year is working with our teams as a game changer. We have our new update called the Cataclysm on our public test server, and our time here this weekend is really about
I've played the Cataclysm on the public test server, and it is
to make that a great
Garbage.
update.
All right, good. You got the marketing spiel out of the way, Ben. Talk to me. It's been a interesting 4
real
months
talk.
for Anthem. It's been an interesting 4 months. What have you guys learned? What are you pivoting? What's happening?
Yeah, look, it's been a wild ride. You know, we've learned a lot of lessons over the last 4 months. I think
Have you?
one of the most important ones was just around listening to player feedback better. And so we spent
I love
some
the
time,
expression on the faces
really
of the
trying
guys
to,
behind
get
him.
this PTS game update out. Making sure instead of us
He's
saying
laughing at him now.
what we think's really exciting, just give them the game update and say, you come and tell us what are the things that you do like and the things that you don't like.
Well,
We're really
this is
trying
what
to
you were
pivot
talking
more into that
That's
so that
what
we
you're
can
talking
learn more from what the players
Kids
want.
falling
That's what I
asleep.
found so fascinating when we were talking earlier, right? Is the fact that the public test server is there for people to get in, and you guys don't want to be like telling people what's cool. You want to start building this game with them.
Yeah, because you know, it doesn't matter what we think. It only matters what the players think. They're the ones playing the game. So if they love it, great. And if they don't, they'll tell us the feedback, and we'll do our best to address it.
So everybody can get into the public test server right now?
Yeah, it's available on PC right now. If you have access to Anthem, you can download the game and play it. If you happen to be somewhere near the venue, feel free to come on in. You can play it with us as well. And we're just, yeah, like I said, really looking forward to getting all that feedback and trying to make it a really great game update.
So from
Well?
there, what is the future of Anthem? And is there a future of Anthem? That's a question. I
Yes,
see.
Ouch.
Future for Anthem. A very bright future, we hope. Look, it's kind of the same thing. You know, we've learned a lot this last few months.
Greg's keeping it real, though.
To make the game better. We believe Anthem can be a really amazing game. We know we have some work to do, and we just want to work with the community to build it together and make it the game that everyone wants it to be.
All right. Well, thank you, Ben. Get back to work. A hug from Ben. How you doing? Oh my God.
I threatened a hug.
You did. Well, you didn't get a good one. Get in here. All right. For those of you here at EA Play and those of you at home, you can get your hands on Cataclysm right now. So join me and get back in the fight, freelancers. Now, everyone get excited because up next we have Adam Rank bringing you an exclusive first look at Madden gameplay with deep dives into the new X Factor abilities, face of the franchise, and more. So keep it here at EA Play.
That's basically just reiterating what they've been saying about Anthem for the past week, so not really anything new there. In fact, I gotta say, the most interesting thing I took away from that segment was they have EA Play branded bottled water. Because the little girl in the background was drinking a bottle of it.
I was just watching everyone in the back and just looking at their expressions.
That one dude in the middle with the black shirt on was just like stone-faced the whole time, just staring at Ben Irving.
And that kid on that lap,
yeah,
right there at the front, he just did not want to be there.
No, Cataclysm is just on the PC public test server right now.
That kid was bored.
Oh, here we go. Wait a minute. That was college. Oh, no, what? Never mind. I thought it was Clemson Tigers for a second.
What is up, Madden fans? I am your host, Adam Rank. Nobody. One person applause break. I wanted a bigger pop than Trevor Noah, but that's okay. I'm still stoked to be here live from EA Play here in Los Angeles. Now, back at the NFL Draft, we revealed a ton of new features coming to Madden 20. Since then, we've been asking what you, the fans, want to see. Well, guess what? We've heard those results, and they were overwhelmingly clear. You guys want rank in the game. I'm in the game. Nope. I'm not in the game. I'm sorry. No,
who is this guy?
We are going to give you actual gameplay. That's coming up in just
I'm not sure.
We'll be bringing you.
But when he said you want rank in the game, I thought he meant like a ranking board.
We're going to do a quick recap of 5 awesome new features coming to Madden 20 and show you even more details. Let's open things up with Face of the Franchise, the brand new career campaign that allows you to create a... You can pop for that. Yeah, that's cool. It's a cool feature. You will be able to create a superstar quarterback, select one of 10
Use his head as the egg.
And compete in
Yes, use his head as the egg.
And speaking of superstar quarterbacks, we sat down with NFL MVP and Madden 20 cover athlete Patrick Mahomes to hear more about his superstar journey.
Okay.
I always loved competing. And to me, there's no added pressure. There's no added expectations. That stuff that I've put on myself since I was a little kid. I feel like I'm just that same guy that's been putting in the time and the work my whole entire life. Now it's about pushing myself every single day to get better.
I'm not hating on Anthem, but I'm realistic that Anthem has no content right now.
You have to make sure that you're just evolving and never being satisfied with where you're at coming into the league. It seems like every single year there's some different guy that's just faster and stronger and bigger. And so you have to find different ways to get better. And those are the guys that find ways to win in the end. Every single year from...
Oh, God, the Uncanny Valley dead eyes, man.
Keep getting better and better at the approach from each play and recognize what you have to do to have success. The first time I ever ran out the tunnel in front of that crowd, it was a surreal feeling, and I'll never forget it. My expectation was to win the Super Bowl, and I fell just short of that. You use that stuff as motivation. This is just the beginning.
Oh, wow. Patrick Mahomes. Give it up.
Oh, wow.
He's amazing.
I've got an overlay.
Interesting. X Factor abilities. Does that mean I can fire an I-beam or pop claws out of my wrists?
Oh my god, he's got an umbrella hat as well. Oh, there you go. The EA Play branded. That's where they're coming from.
What are you doing?
Hey, Adam, it's great to be, you know, you look a little crispy up top, and you know, me too. So I brought you one as well.
I appreciate
you know, kind of
doing
that way, but yeah, for this
I
part.
wear a 7 3/4. Although there's a guy in a Khalil Mack jersey. Take off the Chiefs cap, put this on.
Hey, there you go.
Don't give away those secrets.
You got to protect the noggin, man.
Yeah.
You got to protect
It's good to see you, though.
Hey, it's
Thanks
good
for
to see
coming
you too. Thank you so much. You know, over the last few weeks, we've been talking about Madden 20 on live streams, and it's been great. Our community has been really engaged, and we've been.
They have a
asking
community?
questions. What do you want to see here at EA Play? And this is the culmination. We took their feedback. We're going to talk a little bit about those things. And regarding Face of the Franchise, our players wanted to see an NFL draft experience, kind of like what's going on. So you'll see in one of these
Do
screens
they?
right here, what's really great is you're going into the NFL draft sequence right here. You're in the green room. You know,
Okay.
Your player's a little bit nervous, representing the Texas.
Your
Tech
player has
horns, and,
your player has dead, soulless eyes.
It's still Los
It was like
Angeles.
he needed to visit the
The Rose
toilet.
Bowl from a couple of years ago. Still looming large, though. So be cool with that. Well, listen, don't get mad at me. Just stop Vince Young. All right, so here's the thing. So this is all awesome. I love the detail there. Once you get drafted, you're now in franchise mode and all that stuff. And I hear the Pro Bowl is coming back too. What else should Madden fans know?
Yeah, so it's really cool. The Pro Bowl is back in Madden 20. When you're going to go ahead and install the game, you're going to be able to play the Pro Bowl, get your hands on those Superstar X Factors, play with them a little bit. But our franchise players are wanting to see more about the scenario engine, and we're going to show a little bit about that. Now, the scenario engine, what it does, it brings dynamic quests, kind of dynamic challenges into the game that help you improve your player and their ratings week to week. So that's pretty awesome. But you said it earlier, people want to see more about gameplay, so we're going to go ahead and talk about gameplay.
Is there a blog where they can check all that stuff out too?
Yes, there is. We've written quite a few blogs. We have Gridiron Notes, which you can go ahead and
Adam Rank is an angry bro man sportscaster.
blog that details everything out.
Football is his job.
Okay, for all the play callers and armchair coaches, what else can they look for?
Oh, thank you.
Like real estate, it's like location.
Thank you, Ben.
Location. People want playbooks. Of course. Now this year, Madden 20, we're having RPOs coming into the game, which are run pass options, which is great. But not.
What's
just
an
that, but
RPO,
players
huh?
have been asking for new formations. So right here we have out of the Raiders playbook a unique formation, which is actually called double, single back double off close. And what's great about this is a PA sweep.
He just made up a series of words right there that mean nothing.
Players are excited about that, but what I'm excited about is that throughout the course of the season, we're going to go ahead and evolve those playbooks. And as things happen in the NFL, we're going to bring that stuff to the NFL.
Yeah, I see the one Derek Carr fan out there was very excited to see that Raiders playbook. And I know that we've got a lot of, two Raider fans. Wear a jersey next time. I can't identify you without it. It's okay. Listen, I'm talking to Israel, though. Here's the thing. Now, we've got a lot of Madden Ultimate Team fans in the house. Am I right? Yeah, right? Awesome. They want to know more about the content that you're going to be bringing.
Ultimate Team is the EA Sports Ball thing where they get money out of you for players, right?
Ultimate Team players, when they log into the game,
Yeah.
they're always trying to find the most up-to-date content. So one
Mind
of the
you,
things
we're
this year
already
that
on the
we're trying
fourth
to do is
topic.
provide them kind of a guide and
Oh,
information
it'll
hub.
probably,
So
once
when
they hit
log in,
X Factor abilities, they'll probably slide that to the top and have more.
they can get the player items that
Juju is lending a helping hand for your first challenge. Any Xenoblade Chronicle players? Now we know what Juju did when he grew up.
absolutely great. Let's say Khalil Mack has an amazing game on Sunday. You know, you log into Madden, you log into Madden Ultimate Team, you want to be able to find it. So basically, we're going to go ahead and provide you that information guide, that step-by-step process, so you can get that item on your team.
Now, the Khalil Mack fan sitting here loves hearing that. The guys, the two Raider fans over here, not so much, whatever. We appreciate
That's a little too
what you
soon.
guys, I know, that talk about the Rose Bowl being too soon. Yeah, we love the Raiders. I love John Gruden, what he's done for our team. Now, the thing that I'm most excited for, though, is the Superstar X Factor abilities. These make the superstars, play like superstars. And you're going to give us a little bit of a reveal on some of these abilities?
Yeah.
Please let it be eye lasers.
Asking us to go ahead and talk about these Superstar X Factors. The first one we're going to reveal is Alvin Kamara, which is great. He has in-zone abilities. He also has superstar abilities, and we're going to go ahead and take a look right here. What's cool about his zone ability is called Satellite. You've heard of Satellite backs, right?
I know what it is.
Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I mean, these guys
But
are...
explain it for everybody else.
Yeah, so at the end of the day, I mean, you guys have seen the tape. Out of the backfield, Kamara's a deep threat as a wide receiver, as a receiver. It's crazy. He's absolutely amazing out of the backfield, but he also has superstar abilities. So those superstar abilities are matchup nightmare. So basically, you're going to go ahead and have better opportunities to go ahead and catch the ball against linebackers and DBs, and also better route running. I mean, he's absolute beast. And he also has running back apprentice. What running back apprentice actually does for him is that it allows him to have 4 additional hot routes anytime and pre-play adjustments.
I don't understand what any of that means.
Everybody who knows me knows I'm kind of a dumb guy. So
No.
can you explain the difference between zone abilities and superstar abilities?
Yeah, so for zone abilities, we talked about satellite. So what's going to happen is in-game, you're going to go ahead and get some in-game objectives on how to go ahead and get your player in the zone. And, Clint's going to talk a little bit here about how you're going to be able to knock them out of the zone. But the thing is that superstar abilities, what that's going to allow you to do is that they're always available, they're always on, and not just that, but it brings like a unique, authentic feel to that specific player. So with Kamara, one of the things that we were actually showing right there is that it's going to allow him to go ahead and do some amazing things out of the backfield.
It's just another level of authenticity is what's everything.
Totally.
I had a little trouble with that word there, didn't he?
They want the players to feel like NFL superstars when they're on the field.
I can't decide if this is more boring than FIFA or
Help us
not.
get even more down and dirty and some of those details on X Factor abilities. I want everybody right now.
I think in some ways it might be a little bit more boring because
joining us here on the stage
all of I mean, we all have some sort of understanding of football, soccer, but here we've got no idea what's going on.
I mean, I'm American and I have no idea what's going on.
Exactly.
You're trying to get the ball to the end of the field. Other than that, out.
Who's this?
Who's this guy?
Okay.
Possible gang signs?
Oh my god,
No.
someone's waving a flannel at him. Look at my face cloth.
Guys, oh my goodness. You know what? Thank you so much for coming out. We always appreciate you taking the time.
Oh, I guess the little cheer towel things aren't like a thing in the UK.
I'm loving it. It's awesome. It's a blessing to be
No.
here. You see the fans, the Steeler fans.
Look at that.
I was here last year, and it was amazing setup. And to come back again, no question. And, you know, when I heard about Madden 20, I heard about Pat Mahomes being on the cover and that whole X Factor thing, and I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Now, you had a monster year. Once again, you know, you're obviously one of the best players in the league. Kind of go through the thought process. When you're on the field, you're in zone, you see single coverage. What are you thinking?
When I see that one-on-one, it's the opportunity of me getting the ball, you know, knowing that the defense is coming and the quarterback has to put the ball a lot faster. And all I can think in my head is, like, catch the ball, get yak yards, score touchdowns, celebrations. And pretty much in my head, I'm just like, wow, like, let's make a play, big plays.
And you make big play. What do you had a 97-yard reception? Or did you have two?
Yeah, two.
Oh, you had two of them. That's right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to sell you short. Now, in addition to getting all those yak yards, you're also known for wrestling.
What yards? What? There aren't yaks in football that I'm aware of.
Ability is double me. Is it cool if we take a look?
Yeah, let's check it out.
You just haven't seen them. They hide them with the green.
You said once he gets in that single coverage and he is in the zone, there is no stopping him. The only way that you're going to be able to stop him is to go ahead
They just
and
have yaks on the field in
him.
green morph
And at the end of the
suits.
day, you know, it's a new meta to the game. If you want to stop Juju, you got to double cover him.
Well, first of all, you can't stop him. Let's just put that out there right now. What did you think? Do you think we nailed it? What do you think?
That's awesome. That's crazy. That's definitely something I see myself doing. You know, the double coverage, especially this year, it's gonna be super exciting, and I just can't wait. You know, having an X Factor, I can't wait to use it in the game, use myself in the game.
And are you ready to check it out? Are you excited to start playing?
Super excited.
All right. Well, you're in luck because we've got Madden 20 playable right here.
Okay, so this guy's actually a real hand-egg player.
Try it out, Agent K. Is there any way that our fans at home can maybe try this out as well?
Well, you know, I think a lot of people that are here are going to get a chance to go ahead and check out our closed beta that's going to be happening.
Our closed open beta.
It's going to be happening on June 14th.
Which one of those two?
But I believe
Which
over
one?
at the Madden booth,
Show up.
we're
We'll
giving
tell
out
you.
some codes.
Maybe.
You guys may have seen it. So if you haven't checked it out, go over to the booth. There's going to be a blog up. I believe Man of the People, Z Farles, is going to go ahead and be talking about that, putting out. Check out our social channels. All that information is there. I brought a couple of codes here for Juju. We're going to give Juju some codes as well. We're also going to be sharing on social channels. Check that out. A lot of great information. You want some, Adam?
Do you mind?
Are you sure? All right, here you go. But no, it's actually
Hold on, we'll
awesome.
talk to him.
But not just that, but we're going to work with Juju. He's going to be giving out codes on his channel. So again, tune into our social
Is this
channels.
guy's name really Juju?
There about the closed beta happening on June 14th to June 16th. But since you're here, you guys can grab it early, download it, and get ready for June 14th.
All right.
I do too, Bennis. Yes, buy players with better X factors.
Go play the game. Give it a round of applause. Juju.
Oh, wait, I thought you said better to egg factors then. I was like,
Juju
what?
Smith-Schuster, there he goes, handing out those codes. I don't know that you're going to get those back. I don't know if he's going to. All right, well, Juju's
I'm pretty sure EA will give him a copy of the game.
is all about, but don't go anywhere, guys, because we've got even more Madden 20 gameplay to show you right now. Because please welcome to the stage our senior gameplay designer, Clint Oldenburg. Put it together.
got all
everybody.
those people getting up behind him and leaving.
Keep it going. Good to see you. How you doing? Wonderful.
That is a tall man.
Thank you so much for being here. Now, we've seen those X Factor abilities, but I want to dig a little bit deeper. Tell me a little bit more about how they impact gameplay.
That's a great question. I'm going to follow it with a question for you first.
Okay.
And I'm trusting you to give me the right answer.
You got it.
What are some reasons you like to watch football?
I like yelling at my fantasy players.
That's a good one.
Okay, yeah.
Anything else?
Oh, you know what? I like
Yep, look, Si, they just replaced the overlay.
Superstars. When you have somebody
Yeah,
like
I know.
Schuster, I want to see him make some big plays.
That's exactly right.
And sorry that you have to follow it, by the way.
That was a hard
tough
assignment,
booking,
man.
by the way.
That was a really hard assignment.
Trevor Noah, Juju, and now Clint. Hey.
Yeah.
That's good. Yeah, give it up.
Yeah, so you mentioned superstars. The NFL is such a star-driven league. Madden is no different. We set out with a creative vision this year to make our
Signature animations, guys. Ooh.
So we created this ability system known as Superstar X Factors. These abilities are going to bring authentic skills that make these guys feel unique and powerful, so that every individual game is unique and game planned differently.
And that's what it's all about.
We should make this presentation feel unique.
Extra level of realism. Can we see some more X Factors?
But at least they've got the red and yellow swooshy thing in the background.
I'd love to see him go out there and do his thing if that's possible.
Yeah, we got some cool stuff to show you here.
Yes, I'm with chat. Screw Mahomes. I want to know what Donald's abilities are.
Now, to get into the zone, you have to do an in-game objective. With Mahomes, you have to complete 4 passes of 30 yards or more, and once you get inside the zone, denoted there by his X Factor icon, he can throw the ball further than anyone else in the game. His max pass distance has increased about 15 yards to about 80. You can bomb the thing.
Everybody's oohing and eyeing. I mean, that's
Total realism, guys.
You talked about the air yards.
Especially that
It's gotta
run.
be air yards, right? Not dump off to Damian Williams.
Exactly. 4 passes of 30 yards or more. That's traveling in the air 30 yards. So
He's
the
got
rack
one more
yards don't
ability
count.
than the others they show.
Because obviously Mahomes has a hell of an arm, but can all quarterbacks make throws like that, or is this just exclusive?
Yes,
to
Ben,
him?
Donald's ability is the ability to fuck over a country.
Mahomes, I mean, he's got the big arm. He's on record as throwing an 83-yard pass. We may be selling him a little bit short, but this is not a gimmick ability. These things are inspired by their real-life skills that make them special.
So that's his zone ability. Does he have any others?
Yes, he also has superstar abilities. As an X Factor, one of our better X Factors, he has a zone ability and then superstar abilities. We're going to break down
Oh, wow.
his loadout here, right here. We got escape artist first. And as everyone knows, he's
Are they turning Madden into a MOBA? It kind of looks like it.
agility and speed when scrambling on passing plays. Looks like Mahomes, right? It's
Yeah, it does.
Like this, is this Madden or the new Smite patch?
I mean, that's what he does. And then dashing Deadeye gives him perfect passing accuracy when throwing on the run. So it's a nice little combo there. Perfect passing accuracy is the best accuracy you can have in our game.
And then here's the red zone.
Oh, wow, guys. Perfect passing accuracy is the best accuracy. Who would have thought, right?
The 20-yard line, again, perfect passing accuracy. Lastly, no look Deadeye. I'm really excited about this one. He's going to have perfect accuracy. The only quarterback in the game at launch to have perfect accuracy on crossbody throws. Exclusive to him is the no-look signature Mahomes animation.
Ooh,
That's his
yay.
signature look. That's exactly what he does every Sunday, and everybody gets upset about it.
Can
And
throw a
this is the
ball
thing,
without
though.
looking.
I know Mahomes, I get it. He plays like a star. But come on, this is kind of a lot. Is he unbeatable? Is there? If I'm on the other side of the ball, like, what can I do?
Other
to
side of
stop
the
him?
ball.
Man, you must play Madden, because that's a question our
'cause
players
it's-
are
yeah,
going to want to know.
If you're on the other side of the ball,
It's a chess match.
then you're
So
either going to
just
stop
like
him
in
from
the
throwing
NFL, the way to
it,
shut down a
or you
high-powered
better get out of the way
pass
quickly because he's going to bean you in the face with it.
Or you can break his kneecaps.
These guys are in the zone. You're going to see here Mahomes with his X
Ow.
Factor icon lit up. He's in the zone. Von Miller's going to sack him. The objective for the Broncos in this game
Just
is sack
tackle their
Mahomes, knock
knees.
him out of the zone. So each team's going to have ways to counter.
So
each other.
on his back like a flipping beetle there.
Did he just pitch like a little tantrum?
Matches, all that stuff.
Exactly. And if you pull that objective off, you knock him out of the zone, then he has to go through his objectives again to get back into the zone.
All right, well, that's a little bit reassuring. I'm glad that there's some checks and balances that go along with all that stuff. But we all know, and I know you're an offensive guy, but defense wins championships. We've seen what the offense can do. Let's talk about the defensive side of the ball. You know
Let's
what I wanna
not.
see?
Let's move on.
One of the most incredible athletes in the NFL, regardless of position, Aaron Donald. What's he all about?
Yeah, I mean, Aaron
You can
Donald
pop Aaron
is
Donald.
scary.
There we go. Now we're finding out the Donald
Aaron
abilities.
Donald is scary. So I played offensive line when I played, and I knew I couldn't block him. That's why I'm sitting in this chair. So he's reflected pretty well. He's got his own ability called Fearmonger.
Okay.
What makes him special is when he gets in the zone, he can actually apply pressure penalties to the quarterback even when he's engaged in a block. Typically, those penalties only occur when you're free rush, unblocked to the quarterback. He does it while he's blocked. We're going to take a look at some of these. He also
what?
has superstar abilities. You're gonna see these in the video. There was the pressure penalty applied to the quarterback.
Right.
Okay, sure.
In addition to that, he has Pass Rush Elite. That's a superstar ability that gives him quicker, faster pass rush shed moves as a pass rusher.
Okay.
Under pressure makes those penalties he's applying to the throw power and throw accuracy of the quarterback more punitive. So he's quite a disruptive pass rusher.
Why does it sound like Madden is an RPG? Like, honestly.
Defensive tackle. It's not somebody who's always going out there and getting sacks. It's guys who are going out there and also getting pressure up the middle, pushing offensive linemen into the face of the quarterback.
Yeah, it lends itself to
I'm
more
confused.
strategy in the game. You got to know who you're playing
Well, at least
against.
it's
You gotta know who
different.
you're playing with. Like I said, it's a chess match out there. And then one important note here with all the passing abilities, you said Mahomes seemed really powerful. Putting pressure on the quarterback is going to be the direct counter to a lot of those abilities.
And that takes them off their game, and that takes them off of X Factor and everything like that.
Absolutely.
So it's good to have those guys. One of the cool things too that I've noticed when you're watching all the play and all that stuff going on is that you've worked really hard to bring these guys' unique abilities to life and put their personalities out there. And that includes some custom animations. So what are some of the examples of these custom animations we're checking out?
These are super cool. We didn't want our
Yay,
superstars
signature
to
animations.
feel great. We want them to look great too. The first place
I'm-
quarterback,
ugh.
cover athlete Patrick Mahomes. We went out and captured these guys' signature passing animations. We have coverage for about 6 to 7 of the most popular quarterbacks in the game. We're going to continue to add to these throughout the year. Aaron Rodgers, quick release.
God,
Brees,
even
know
our
he's always
chat's
fidgeting.
bored.
If you're a Saints fan,
Yeah,
he's
this
focusing
is
on quarterbacks.
so painful.
Feed me, getting the team in the zone. These
What was worse?
animations, you know,
What is
celebrations,
worse?
throw
This
styles, it's
or
connect with your favorite players,
Gearbox
connect
Magic?
with your superstars on the field.
Well, you saw
This.
right when we saw the thing with Ezekiel Elliott, somebody who's a Cowboys fan or just likes watching him play, that they can identify with. They start cheering and they like.
Chad agrees, yeah.
I don't like seeing Aaron Rodgers leave his feet and throw the ball 90 yards down the field, but whatever. We don't have to get into that, Khalil Mack. I got it. But you know what? We
God, now
talked a
this
lot
really
about the new
does remind
features.
me
What
of the
about player
2-hour
mechanics? 'Cause as a
EA
player,
live
what are, like,
stream
some of the
a few
tools
years
in my
ago.
toolbox, so to speak.
Nailed it with the toolbox. I
Right,
love
it is. It's kind of what it is.
Yeah, we're always looking at ways to add new mechanics to the game, give our players more control. There's 2 that we want to go over today, and they're both for the quarterback. The first is the new scramble mechanic or pull down mechanic. What this does is give you the ability on the pass and play. Pull down the passing
boring.
icons with a button press, become a ball carrier, full access to all the spin moves, jukes, ball carrier moves, and then you can bring back your icons again with the same button press and throw it at any time. Makes any quarterback a dual threat, brings some skill. Here with Ben Roethlisberger, we're looking at the new pump fake mechanic. You can now pump fake to a specific receiver on the field by double tapping the
Ooh,
button.
yay.
You're going to see the reticle come up to get guys to bite on it. It could dual purpose mechanic. You can also use it to pull down if you feel like you've made a poor decision and you want to cancel the throw. Just quickly double tap it. You'll pull it back down.
So you can, kind of pump fake it to an outside guy and then check it down to a tight end or something like that?
Absolutely. You can even use
I wish I had my face camera up right now. I probably look like I'm about to pass out on my keyboard.
Take him deep.
You have no idea how longingly I'm looking at my laptop to my side and wishing I could just go on it and
so much in the number of
check
years since you've been gone.
Twitter
We've seen a lot
or
of college coaches come in
Tumblr
and they
or
brought in their
something.
offenses, and most recently Cliff Kingsbury.
You don't
down
have
there in
a
Arizona,
wet
bringing
face
in
cam
his
up.
high-powered offense.
What's stopping you?
Kyler Murray, not a prototypical quarterback. He's shorter, but they're going to do a lot of that run
Ugh.
pass option. Are you bringing that into the game?
Yes, super excited to announce that we are delivering RPOs, as they're known. I mean, you can't watch an NFL broadcast without hearing that acronym.
Your
or
POs, your
about
post
13,
offices.
14 times
Yes, Royal Post Offices are in Madden. Confirmed.
football world by storm.
Oh my God.
We actually have 3 different types of RPOs in our game. We have alerts.
It's a
beats, and
revelation.
reads. I'm going to break those down really quick for our players. The first is an alert. That's a very basic pre-snap read. You're calling a running play, and you're going to look at what the defense is aligned in. If you think you can run the play, you just call the
It's a running play.
hit nothing, you'll
They're
hand it off,
escaping.
and
Quick,
away you
on
go.
them. Catch
However,
them.
what's cool about those plays is
Bring
you
them
can
back.
branch out of that handoff at any time just by hitting the receiver icon and throw it if he's open. So that's a really cool way to be creative on offense. And then there's 2 other
Actually post you the players you buy. Yes, Bennis.
You're reading a single defender on defense, looking at his behavior after the snap. If he bites on
They'll
the run, you can pull it out,
they'll
throw to your
mail you
receiver.
out the player
If he sits back on
packs.
pass, you just
Yes.
hold the button down, hand it off to the running back, gain yards
Then
on
you
the
open
ground.
them up,
Lastly, the read.
and
This is
then
more like the
you get
traditional
stickers of the
triple
players,
option
you
play.
peel them off,
You're gonna read
and then you
2 to
stick them
3
in your
defenders
special
after the snap,
interactive
look at
sticker
their
book.
behavior,
You just stick them on your TV where you think they should be in the game.
quarterback, or throw it to the receiver.
Yes, and then through the magic of virtual reality or something, they will appear here in the game.
That's a lot.
I don't know.
Impressive. And
It's not
sounds
virtual
like
reality, it's
you've
augmented
built in a lot more
reality.
flexibility.
Never
Are there any
mind.
other formations or plays coming to the game?
It's Madden reality.
If there's any Eagles fans
Oh
in here,
my
you're gonna see
God.
something cool here in a minute. we got new animation technology as part of our RPO story. So we were
New animation technology.
Something that angers me with how true it is.
Look away, Patriots fans.
And it's gaming related.
Gameplay right here. There it is right there. We also have a lot of jet sweep touch pass concepts. You're seeing the Chiefs, the Rams,
I'd put it
like
into
using
Discord.
end rounds. You're going to see a lot of fresh, unique content in the playbooks. And the cool thing is, we're going to be updating the playbooks all season long to make sure that we're staying up to date with the NFL.
This is all amazing. Thank you so much, Clint. I cannot wait for this game. And we've dropped a lot to awesome info here about Madden 20 here in gameplay. That's what I say once again. I'm Adam.
Where have you been for the past 2 years, Spec?
You can tune in to the Madden channel right after this. But before we finish up, though, I've got one last.
Not having a Switch.
Player ratings. They're one of the trickiest things to get right.
Or
in
Wii U.
Madden. Well, in addition to being a game designer, Clint uses his background as a former NFL player to help make sure that those ratings are accurate, and our friends over at ESPN have helped to put together a little video to get us the scoop on the best
boy.
in the world, the Madden Ratings Adjuster. Let's roll it.
This is good.
It is.
Is it?
Be the first thing. That'd be good.
I'm sure he actually has a jacket that says that.
When the text compacted then, for a second it said E-Pits.
We're trying to make our game match what these players are doing in real life.
I would like Saquon Barkley's jump to be accurately rated.
It should be like 93, 94.
Wait, are we going to get to listen to real-life hand-egg players whine about how they're not quote accurately represented in a video game?
My catch rating got to go up a little bit. I can't be dropping picks on Madden. I need my speed up. Just turn the notch up a little bit for you, boy.
Looks like it.
Mine sucks. Who does my Madden ratings?
Hey, Clint, raise your hand, Clint. Yeah, I'm coming to you.
I'm Clint Oldenburg, and I'm a Madden Ratings Performance Adjuster.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
What is this?
Bizarre.
Between those new X Factor abilities, face of the franchise, and the RPO, and all that gameplay, Madden fans have a lot to be excited about. And now, I can't wait for our final show of the day. It's more epic than Star Wars, more extreme than Battlefield, and more competitive than Madden, FIFA, Apex Legends combined. That's right. I'm talking about The Sims.
Oh,
So
shut
before we talk
up.
Simlish, the Apex Legends Watson reveal earlier has inspired me to come up with some legend ideas of my own. So I'm now joined by Apex Legend game designer Griffin D has agreed to hear my feedback.
Oh, this ought to be good.
So in a lot of ways, it has to do with the way that they interact in the ecosystem of characters, and a lot of sort of creating interesting interactions and choices for players. So a lot of it has to do with sort of the way that the legends work together as a unit rather
Sure.
than them individually.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, I didn't really base my picks or my descriptions on that, but I can work on the fly.
All right, all right,
Let me
yeah.
first off tell you about the Grabbler.
The Grabbler?
Right, the Grabbler.
I
He likes
like-
to take things.
Okay.
The Grabbler?
He could be taking people's ammunition.
Okay.
He could take that. You know, you put your pings up. He could take away pings.
Okay.
Is he a kidnapper? You might ask. He's not above it. He doesn't define himself as a kidnapper, but he's not above it.
So
Okay.
I like the name. It seems like you could do a thing where like teammates' items just appear in his inventory as his passive, and he's like,
working
I
right
don't
now.
know where these came from.
Uh-huh,
It just
uh-huh.
kinda, it writes itself. I mean,
It does.
really,
It does right there,
yeah,
right?
it's-
I was
it's,
thinking about with this taller Gibraltar.
Taller Gibraltar. Okay.
Don't play along with this game designer, dude.
Just, it's enough that you notice, but not enough where you're like freaked out.
I don't know if the level can support that hitbox.
I thought you called yourself a video game developer.
You know,
all right.
You know,
You're
this is
Respawn.
this is.
What about Portillo?
Oh.
He's my wiener dog. A lot of people have a problem with me on the internet. No one ever has a problem with Portillo.
Okay, you know, that's.
Nico shows up literally as we're about to end the stream.
And then.
Fashionably late.
The Rock Johnson, huh? I mean, we don't. No explanation needed.
Dwayne The Rock Johnson is his last Apex Legend idea.
There'd be a lot of wrestling involved.
Well, I mean, he's very versatile.
That's true.
You
That's
know,
true.
I don't think
Yeah.
you understand The Rock anymore.
no,
You know,
yeah.
Go over there.
Okay.
Get to work on these ideas. All right. Vince
Okay,
said
yeah.
I had just a blank check. All right.
All right. All right.
Go do your thing. I'll
Will
tell
do.
you what. Hey, If it isn't Golden Boy himself, how you doing? You killing it? I haven't gotten to see you today.
I know a little bit about Dwayne The Rock Johnson.
Yeah, I know. Titan Games, NBC, whatever.
Just
you're
saying.
Big time now. You're a big deal.
Just throwing it out there. All those ideas, by
All
the way,
right.
were freaking awful.
I thought it was going to...
Just tell him, Golden Boy. Let me see if the other Nope, still busted. Alright, guys, well, I don't know how much more E3 coverage we're going to be able to get because I'm super freaking busy. Like, I'm going to miss the Microsoft conference tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm going to miss both of them on Monday. We'll get Nintendo for sure because I know my calendar's clear on Tuesday, but yeah, I don't know. I can't stay for The Sims 4. I've actually got something I have to go do. So, Sai, Spackety Man, thank you for joining me for the Snark.
Yes.
No problem.
Guys, keep it locked on the Discord. I will let you know what else we'll be snarking over in there. And yeah, thank you guys for watching. Everybody have a good day, and I will catch you later.